Welcome back to Runeverse. I'm Andrew, and today I'm playing Marvel's Midnight Suns. This is a video game I heard about probably about a year ago, and I've been excited about it ever since. And some video games I hear about, I get excited, and the more I learn about it, the less excited I get. But with this one, it was the opposite. So we'll talk more about it as we go. Let's click New Game, and probably just normal is a good point for me. Now, you unlock higher difficulties as you do well enough to do so. So I tend to prefer normal, but I know you get like better rewards and stuff, so I might turn up the difficulty later. As that becomes available to me. Tutorial, I do like tutorials, and in case you haven't seen the game before, maybe it'll be helpful for you too. I've actually watched more about the game than I probably should have, including a couple hours of gameplay, so I'm not going to be necessarily learning everything in the first couple hours. I'm going to try to restrain myself and try to play through it rather than watch more gameplay in the future. Got a nice cinematic opening. Crossbones is some Hydra meetup.
You know how much I hate this hocus pocus nonsense, Faustus. Now you want to tell me just what the hell is so important?
Mystic stuff going on with the box. Looks like a coffin.
Sleeping mother, sacred harbinger, awaken and reclaim what is yours.
So if you saw any,
Who rise with the moon in darkness.
if you saw any trailers of the game,
Prepares the path for the midnight sun.
you already know who's coming out of that box.
Turn your merciless eyes upon us and arise.
Nice show, Doc. Next time, call Seymour. Better yet, I'll just shoot you and save us all the trouble.
Rude. Lilith. What a greeting. All right. Marvel's Midnight Suns. So yeah, I'm playing on Saturday, which is the day after it came out. Oh, 6 months later. And some of the gameplay videos came up before Friday, before it even came out. So that's why I was so tempted to start watching.
More innocent blood joining you soon.
Johnny Blaze, that's the old Ghost Rider.
Head back to your magic castle. You ain't welcome here.
Doesn't like you either.
It's called a sanctum. And welcome or not, this is where fate has determined the Sorcerer Supreme needs to be.
Loquacious and happy to talk about it. Fitting.
Tell fate. Answers no.
This is the secret guardian you dragged me 5,000 miles to meet?
Who's the mouth?
Mr. Stark is brash, but I assure you, he can be trusted.
Wait, you seriously don't know who I am?
The fabric of magic is shifting, Johnny. The prophecy of the Midnight Sun is upon us.
Your last crusade cost me plenty. This time I intend to look after my own.
Hey pal, I don't think you understand. Things are changing. 2 + 2 no longer equals 4. Up is sometimes down, and strange here is actually starting to make sense.
Do I look like someone who gives a damn about any of that?
No, you look like you should be bouncing for the double deuce. Listen, all I know is hell's coming, and my pal here says you can help.
That's where you're wrong. Hell's not coming. It's already here.
Woo!
You're welcome.
What a
Robo
surprise. You're welcome, Robo Man.
Iron Man?
Cute intro.
It's okay. It's fine. I know what he meant.
Looking forward to seeing some more cute intros for the characters I haven't seen them for yet. Oh, and I guess this is our opening
All
tutorial.
the way out here, and the old man runs off with that precious page of yours. Could have at least left us some
Precious
VIP passes
page.
for the carnival. Maybe blown up a few
Our
monsters on
three
the way
main.
out.
So this is a card game. So I should have mentioned that up front. That's why I was drawn to it. Well, big reason. I mean, Marvel, card game, and story. So hopefully the story and the card game. So two things I really like in games. I don't play a lot of video games.
All right.
If you haven't seen my channel before, you might not know that. I mostly do board games. But this is a card game. So hopefully it'll feel like a card game to me, who plays a lot of tabletop card games. There are three main types of cards: attacks, skills, and heroics. Playing a card costs 1 card play. Select an ability card, left mouse button to activate it, and select a target with a left mouse button to confirm. Each turn you receive 3 card plays. Attack cards damage enemies, grant 1 heroism, and some attacks have added effects. Alright, so this is not... I guess this is a heroic ability. Costs heroism. We'll learn about that soon, I think. So we have the option of blast or blast for 5 damage, and we got these 4 enemies. We're supposed to show who they're attacking, but I guess it's just the tutorial, so let's just blast one of them. And then you can see that green symbol represents where Iron Man will move when I use this card. So if I use it, he's going to end up in that spot. I think positioning is like important, but also not like hugely end-all be-all important. So I just have one more blast.
Things done any way we know how.
See what the tutorial has
To be
next.
pretty. Am I really gonna have to bring out the big guns for this?
Heroism and heroic cards. Heroic cards are powerful and decisive. Playing heroic cards requires heroism. Gain heroism by playing attack and skill. So each of those 2 cards we just played generated 1 heroism, and now we have 2, so we can afford this air superiority, which damages every enemy. So I just have to click it, I guess, and he's gonna fly up and shoot every enemy. And those were all minions, I guess. They just die from 1 hit. Press X to finish your turn. I don't have any cards. I don't have any enemies. Press X. 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 I have to hold it. Reinforcements incoming.
I think they like me.
Minions and elites. There are 2 types of enemies. Minions have no health. Any damage defeats them instantly. They're frail but dangerous. Elites have higher health and require more damage. To defeat, use attack and heroic cards wisely. High damage cards may be wasted on minions. Alright, so we can see we've got a minion,
Oh, so it's a contest
elite,
now.
elite.
Then you take the extra
Winds of Watum is a knockback. So from watching, I know you can knock enemies back into each other. So maybe I knock back... Oh, some cards have the knockback effect. After selecting a target, aim the knockback direction. And try knocking enemies into objects, heroes, or other enemies for extra damage. So let's knock a minion back into... he's a little bit too far away, so yeah, just knock him back into this elite here. It even showed me how much damage would be taken away. So boom, boom. So the minion got KO'd, and the elite took about half health. And then this little basic attack. How much health do they have? Is it... Oh, they do have 10 attack. So what is... Axe of Engarumus does 15 damage. So I'm thinking... I don't think I can kill both of those enemies. Did I screw up somehow? I don't know. Let's have Iron Man blast this. I keep like clicking and dragging, but you have to click and then click. Hopefully I can get into that rhythm. Just finish off that elite, and then the axe, I'll just take out the other elite and leave a minion. I don't know if there's a better way I could have done that, but That should one-shot the elite because of 15 damage and 10 health. No more cards, no heroism. So I'll end my turn. Get hit for 2. And reinforcements are incoming. The other side of things. Now we have 2 wins. Target previews at the start of each turn. Hero icons will appear above each enemy, showing what enemy intends to or who that enemy intends to attack. Use this information to determine which enemies to defeat first, or which heroes to defend. Doctor Strange is in danger. So you can see Doctor Strange's symbol there, and actually all 4 enemies have Doctor Strange's symbol. So we got some knockback. Heads up, give 20 block. Okay, sure.
Don't mention it.
I mean, I guess I have to play this card. So use skill cards to control the battle and gain heroism. Skills provide powerful supplemental effects like healing, damage boost, and drawing cards. Don't deal damage generally. Great way to build heroism. Alright, so may as well do that because that's one of our 3 card plays we have available in the tutorial. And then just some winds of Watum. Some knocking back. I wonder, are these too far away to knock them into each other? Whoops. Oh. Okay, so cancel to be a right click. I can't move. Okay, so you're supposed to be able to move, but in the tutorial I don't have that yet. I wonder if I knock him back into Tony. Does that damage Tony? Oh, it does. You can see a little green bar came off. He would take a chunk of health from that. But the knockback, this Winds of Atum doesn't do a damage on its own, so that's the only way to make it damage. But I guess I can knock I can't make the elites hit each other, but I can probably knock this minion into this elite.
This won't end well for you.
I'm thinking I might rather just finish off this elite. So I'll knock him back into the rock. And we'll just have the 2 enemies remaining. Alright. Now I have 4 heroism, but I can't do anything else. I think there are, again, more options once the tutorial's over. So Tony Doctor Strange has 20 block, but we just took 7 block off.
Sure, just keep throwing bodies at the problem.
Those look like all minions or all elites?
I must be the popular one.
Oh, those are all
I think we pissed them off.
elites
Spell
this
for that,
time.
maybe?
Interesting.
Doctor Strange still has a bunch of armor, so I'm glad the armor lasts more than 1 turn. Damage every enemy for
In the
5.
next 10 seconds, I'm not interested.
It's only halfway good for this elite. Each of those will be halved. Winds of Watum is a knockback. So I can finish off 2 more of them. The air superiority will finish off this other minion over here, who survived for a couple turns. And then a blast can finish off 1. But we still won't be done. So I guess let's do this.
Follow my movements.
Animations are cool.
Love the effort.
Let's go ahead and do the air superiority,
Shouldn't have pissed me off.
so we can see what the board looks like after that.
Who designed your armor? 'Cause it
We
looks
got
like
2 halfway guys, another halfway guy over there, and just 1 blast left. So let's have
do it.
Tony blast them. And now we have 2 halfway dead
The
elites.
drugstore called. They're running low
Ooh,
on
environmental
supplies.
attacks. Many objects in the battlefield can be used to your advantage with environmental attacks. Cost heroism, but not a card. These free attacks are very useful. Use them wisely. Try to use 1 or more rocks to wipe out extra enemies. Environmental objects will glow when they can be used.
And while you ponder arrows, maybe we should just try
There we
throwing
go.
a big rock at 'em?
You don't have any cards. Alright, so now how do I do this? There we
Here
go.
we go.
Iron Man will come over and bash that guy. And can I switch characters somehow? Tab? Ooh, tab. The tab will have, just for the sake of variety, we'll have Doctor Strange throw the other one. I think you get to see him throw it telekinetically. There we go. Objective complete.
If I'm being honest, that encounter went better than I expected.
Tony, I've been noticing a recurring gamma spike.
You see, this is why you should
Bruce
eat spicy
Banner.
food, Bruce.
Localized in the West Village, converging on the Sanctum.
Wanda.
The collective works of the universe's greatest sorcerers, and he left them underneath the takeout menus.
Shifting mystical polarities are wreaking havoc on my portals. You don't say. You okay, kid?
Scarlet Witch, Strange's new apprentice. It's complicated.
Yes. Are you?
Let's, put a pin in that.
Captain Marvel, Earth's mightiest hero, really Flurkin powerful. It's interesting they made Flurkin do a curse,
Trying to reach you. He'd have come himself.
even though
but
Flurkin is
You
a
did the big green guy proud.
cat. There's another portal.
I really should up my homeowner's insurance. Miss Maxim, the wards of protection, if you please.
Stephen, I can fight. I've got control now.
Then show me by activating the wards. In the meantime, in honor of our missing companion, the rest of you may feel free to smash away.
So if you don't know the history of comic books and the Scarlet Witch in particular, I mean, she's been in the MCU a lot, so you've seen some of her chaotic events, but she's similarly unpredictable and chaotic in the comics, being a hero a lot of the times, then also doing some messed up stuff mostly by accident or through trauma other times. So there is a prequel novel to this game, which I decided to read. I'm only about 60% done at this point, but it kind of clued us into some of the stuff leading up to this, which honestly, it seems like it's a completely different villain. Like we saw Lilith be resurrected at the beginning in that intro cinematic, and Lilith is not in that book as far as I can tell. Again, 60% so far, but there are different enemies that the heroes are facing. The heroes are not these heroes. The heroes are characters we'll see shortly. The Midnight Suns. These are the Avengers. But anyway, we get also some history into what happened with Scarlet Witch, why it's complicated, why she's Doctor Strange's apprentice. Well, this is interesting. Doctor Strange still has 13 of that armor, so that's nice. So we only have 2 cards to play, which means we're not going to be able to get to 3 heroism. So I wonder if this was a tutorial hand or if this was just bad luck, because we're not going to be able to play this photon beam as far as I can tell. We get to generate 2 heroism and then that's it. We can throw some rocks with our 2 heroism though. So are we still doing 5 damage chunks? 10 health, 10 health, and there's nobody like behind us. Okay. So, last one, minion, Winds of Watum a minion, or we can Winds of Watum a minion into an elite, and then we can't move yet still. We still haven't learned about moving. So I don't think any of these minions are in a position to be knocked into an elite. Kind of don't want to hit the minion who is going to hit Doctor Strange because he's got a bunch of armor, but I don't think I can. Switching targets. Use tab to switch between targets when a card is selected. Okay. Well, I can just do that with my mouse. But yeah, because of the position where Doctor Strange is standing, the knockback direction is not. It's only going to let us hit this guy, and I don't really care about this guy because he's going to hit Doctor Strange who has armor. But I guess this is what the tutorial wants us to do. So, knock back this guy into this. Oh, I can't even do that. Ugh. I was going to say because these 2 elites, as well as this minion, are trying to hit Captain Marvel, and to avoid her taking too much damage, I want to take out this guy. I guess I could just blast that last minion. But I'm gonna be able to... Ugh.
Interesting.
See, because I can just, like, rock this last minion.
Let's give it a go.
I wonder if... Is there another, like, object that I could have thrown? Because I could have faked a move, or forced a move, by having Doctor Strange throw an object at one of these elites, and then he would have to maybe walk over there a little bit, and then be in a better position for knockback. Anyway, I'm wasting time. I don't see any other objects anyway. We'll just blast halfway down one of these guys. They're both gonna beat up Captain Marvel a little bit.
That was really...
Redraw. Oh, we can redraw. Okay, so we're learning about it now. Use redraw to replace undesirable cards. Highlight a card to redraw, then hold R to replace it. So, and then it's telling us we can't play this card, so get a new one. Alright, so now we got a jab, and now we can finish off this guy with Captain Marvel.
Watch and learn.
Boom.
Impressive.
Now I don't have any cards. No more objects, so pass the turn. Boom. Reinforcements incoming.
Not done yet. Ready to smack around a few red
Moving
shirts?
heroes. There we go. Use move to reposition a hero and set up the perfect knockback angle, area of effect attack, or environment attack. Select any location on the ground with left mouse button to enter move mode, selecting the desired location to confirm the move. Each turn you have one free move. The currently selected hero will execute the move. Try moving a hero into position to kick the couch at the enemy units. Move here. Okay. Whom shall we have move? Use tab to switch. I feel like we got two. We got a Winds of Watum and draw the last two attacks blade. Interesting. Blast, jab, jab. So I'm gonna move Doctor Strange. Because that'll seems like a better position for knocking back. I think we only get to move once, so.
The endless search for wealth and power.
Now it says kick this.
Change of fascism. Hydra will never change.
How many people can we hit? Or just the one because of where I ended up. Yeah, I don't really get the option of moving that. So we'll just kick. Oh, there we go. I clicked the object, but now I can. Interesting. Oh, so they're going to get hit by the couch and then knock back into objects. And you can see, like, this guy on the right here, he would get knocked back into Captain Marvel, potentially. But that would cause her to take damage. But it would take him out. Looks like he's going to be... If he gets hit, he's... So I probably prefer to hit as many enemies as I can. So here I hit two enemies. They'll both die. Getting hit by a couch. Up to 5 cards will be drawn to fill your hand at the start of each turn. Consider which cards to play and which to redraw or keep for future turns.
Century old. What a waste.
So that couch is destroyed. We can Winds of Watum to knock back this guy into this guy.
Let's
They both have 5 health left.
Not bad.
I can use Captain Marvel to jab this guy.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Then I can play Agamotto's Gaze, draw the last 2 cards played. Oh, and it gives 2 heroism. Now I get wins back. Oh, but I'm out of card plays. Oh no, I didn't even plan that. I'm thinking, oh, it's such an efficient combo, but yeah, I ran out of card plays. You only get 3. So I probably should not have returned those cards necessarily. But oh well. We'll have an extra. I have a redraw. Yeah, let's redraw because let's redraw this because I could draw a heroic card. But I get no more redraws. Okay, so I guess that's it. Too bad. Armor. No armor. No armor. And now it's my turn. More reinforcements. I'm probably doing this poorly.
Think we've got the upper hand.
Use what you've learned to wipe out Hydra's force in the Sanctum. +1 card play. So now we can play 4 cards.
Relentless. In any event, we must provide Wanda the time she needs to activate the wards.
One guy over here just being annoying. Where's his photon beam? So I feel like photon beam is like a straight line. And she hit only 2 of them. I feel like if we move her to like, how many enemies can I hit? Got 4 enemies over here. Maybe like here? Yeah, I want to move here. Click. Okay. Now can I hit all 3 of them? Be nice if I could hit all 4. I don't know.
You've had this coming.
Boom.
You should have known better.
Okay, so I mean that was one of our 4 card plays because I played the win or the other card. Double your current heroism. Oh, that probably would have been nice. I had 4, but I don't have any more heroic cards anyway. And I guess I can just blast here.
You guys should talk to
2 more card plays. Can I do 5 damage with each card play? The knockback is not... I don't know if there's anything to knock him into. Yeah, nothing to knock him into. So let's turn that into a redraw. And that should be enough. Just jab and jab to finish him off. Or do we just need 1 jab? No, we need 2 jabs. Boop, boop.
That looked like it hurt.
All right. Photon beam was nice. There's the Sanctum Sanctorum. The wards are going back up thanks to Scarlet Witch. Oh, something's blocking them.
Not something. Someone.
Gozer?
Lilith, mother of demons, harbinger of the midnight sun. Prophecy or not, you overstep, challenging the sorcerer supreme.
Be silent. Be still.
What just happened?
Ow. Be gone. No! A fellow daughter of Transia. You remind me of my own beloved.
In virtute vishanti. Well done, Miss Maximoff.
Doctor Strange came through in the end.
Unique energies surprised her.
Oh, a little late. A little late to fire those off. Iron Man had him in the queue.
What? I'm fine.
The prophecy is in motion. Lilith is still out there growing stronger each second the midnight sun approaches.
Define stronger.
If we are to have any chance of stopping her, there is only one option left to us.
I won't go back there.
We all
complicated.
must eventually face our demons, Miss Maximoff. However, one of us should remain behind to maintain the wards of protection.
See you on the other side.
So that's interesting. Doctor Strange just very easily opened a portal to this place where we're going, the Abbey. which is an interesting plot point later on because the only person who can make portals out of here is Magic, one of the X-Men characters. So it's kind of weird that how casually he made a portal to get in, since it's kind of a weird plot point later on that only Magic can do it. But, you know, story purposes. We're gonna hear some birds chirping. Arrived in the Abbey. The Avengers.
Okay, you did that one on purpose.
The fabric of magic is unwinding. We are fortunate to be here at all.
And where
So maybe that's why the excuse is that only Magic can do it later, is the fabric of magic is unwinding as the midnight sun approaches.
Nice.
Welcome to the Abbey, home of the
Midnight Sun.
There they are. Those are the 4 characters in the book. Last line of defense against Lilith, according to them.
What the hell is this? Lilith's Junior Demon League?
Wait, it's that jerk from TV. Which one?
Now, if everyone would just take a moment.
Enough!
Caretaker, last of the blood, immortal, formed the Midnight Suns. Did she? Well, she certainly formed this iteration of the Midnight Suns. We saw that in the prequel animated shorts on the Marvel's Midnight Suns
If I
YouTube
could have
channel.
avoided this moment, I would, but
Oh, spare me the speech. I know Lilith's back. We're sisters after all.
Guess we're suddenly invisible now.
Shall we chat, Stephen?
no one can argue that the Hunter earned their rest in the first battle against Lilith. I only hope they are up for the task once more.
You wizards always make everything sound so lofty. I raised my sister's only child as a weapon against her.
And saved the world in the process.
Now you want me to dig them up and ask them to do it again.
I did not write the prophecy, Sarah. Besides, I am no common grave robber. We are simply reuniting their ethereal essence with their corporal form. Speaking of, it would help to have a mental image for the procedure. Spare no detail.
Oh, a mental image.
Spiritual identity theft is no laughing matter.
Mental image, which means character creation. I'm going to try to make her look as much like my fiance as possible, but I won't make you sit through the process. Alright, well I guess there are surprisingly few options here. You get to choose from a few different faces, and then you can choose some hairstyles, hair color, face, skin color. But these are only 4 faces available, so guess that's what we're going with. Did it just reset my skin? Alright. So, choose a face, choose a skin color. That's all we get. I guess later you can change the outfit, change the hairstyle if you unlock more of them, but you can't actually customize the look of the characters. You only have 4 options for the face. Other than skin color. It's more of a dress-up game than an actual choose what they look like game.
Of those who beseech thee and
The collar! Wait!
Oh no, the collar. I do not know exactly what's going on with the collar. Thanks for the help from Nico.
Mother.
So, that's a good thing, right?
So Nico's a character I really liked from Runaways. And then she continued on in Runaways, and then she showed up in some other places. Now she's here, so that's cool.
Is she?
It's also a Runaways TV series, and the actor who played Nico in that show is the voice actor here. So that's a cool
Tony, come
bit
on.
of lore.
It's perfectly safe.
That thing wakes up and takes a bite out of you. Don't blame me.
Visiting hours are over.
You can't stay here forever.
There's nowhere else I should be.
Just saw that Stark guy poking around behind the mirror table.
Find me as soon as they awaken. And Blade, be nice.
Always am.
Oh, planets. Is this like the midnight sun celestial alignment coming into phase, the awakening of the hunter?
So cold, but the air burns with every breath. Has it been so long? I know this place. In my dreams, it was always empty. But now I sense I am not alone.
Have to admit, Hunter, you make one hell of an entrance.
Blade.
Guess that makes two of us.
You should have struck when you had the chance, vampire. You will not live to regret your error.
Cute, and Caretaker told me to be nice. Relax, Slayer. I'm a friend. You just don't know it yet.
Yes. I saw you with Sarah before. But what would she want with a vampire? Unless...
The name's Blade, and I'm no ordinary vampire. I get you've been out of commission, but I thought you noticed since we're having this little showdown under the freaking sun.
A dampier? Daywalkers were a myth even to me.
Says the half-human, half-demon monster hunter.
Ooh, we get our first dialogue option. You seem to know a lot about me. Or you're right, I do hunt monsters.
I do. And last I checked, vampires are monsters.
You want to take a run at me? You can try it. But I got my name for a reason. I've probably killed more vampires than you've ever seen, hero.
Such fighting spirit. No wonder Caretaker chose you.
Right. As much as I'd love to see how much weirder this conversation can go, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. The prophecy is in motion. I can feel it. We have wasted too much time here already.
Man, the others are really gonna love you.
Others?
Yeah, you've got a little fan club, I think. But why spoil the surprise? Hope you're up for the challenge, chosen one.
I think the voice acting is really good so far. Some of the voices take some getting used to, like the characters you know from the MCU really well. Let's see, can I just move with WASD? Yeah. Yeah, like Iron Man and Doctor Strange. It's like, oh, they don't sound quite like I remember them, but they're still good. But I think Blade and Hunter in that conversation really good so far. I know I heard some of Spider-Man and he didn't sound right either. But again, I think you just have to get used to it when you've heard that voice from other actors already.
Did I miss something, or did Nico just raise the dead?
I definitely
So here we got our
helped,
Midnight
but
Suns.
no, that's the one thing I can't do.
And they're just going to talk about me with me standing here.
Huh? But she just did.
Maybe the hunter wasn't all dead. Some part of them had to be alive, otherwise my spell wouldn't have done anything. Which makes sense, I guess.
Sounds like a reach to me.
Huh, coming from a vampire who loves to sunbathe at the pool.
Interrupted them a little bit.
Not sure if you remember me, but we met briefly before. I'm
the witch who called me back from the grave.
Told you.
or Nico, but
Ooh.
either works.
Nico's
And
got a little dinosaur
this
pin on her
is-
left shoulder.
Oh man,
She's
never
old
thought
lace.
I'd be standing next to you. Got quite a rep. I mean, caretakers told us stories.
That's Ileana.
Привет.
Magic.
And I think you already met Blade.
Magic being the one who
Of course.
I mentioned opening portals.
Caretaker has reformed the Midnight Suns.
Whoa. How did you?
Your power. I can feel it.
Well, it looks
I
like
always
Magic's
do.
cool metal band t-shirt or tank top says
Welcome
Dark Child,
home. I
which is
guess
her like
I never
demonic
left.
alternate identity.
Right. Well, we can fast forward through the tour then. The Abbey is still, well, you know, the Abbey. Basic stuff. Dorms, war room, library, a few places to chill, and, whatever the hell the Forge is. Have to say, for a haunted transient castle raised on the cursed grounds of Old Salem, it's pretty cozy.
Nice.
Of course, that doesn't stop us from adding some improvements. We can all thank Robbie for the Wi-Fi. Oh, and one more thing. We've got some new house guests now. You think we're a fun bunch, just wait until you meet them. Speaking of, we're here.
It's the party room.
Yeah, okay. Spend 10 minutes in this place alone, Bruce, then see. Oh, gotta go. Show's about to begin.
Mirror table. Select a mission. All right, so
You
I'm
should
gonna
probably
talk to
go
everybody.
the caretaker. I think she's already got plans for your first mission.
There isn't time for a refresher.
Can I?
Training regime.
I keep pressing
Could
R
someone
instead of
give you a
E.
cup of coffee at least? I know I'm useless in the morning without a little boost. We could probably have one of these witches or warlocks magic you over a barista.
I give it about 5 minutes before Tony starts in with his ye old joke material. Sorry, Hunter. Never should have taken him to medieval times.
Unfortunately, time is of the essence. Otherwise, I'd gladly offer to walk you through some of the more pivotal events that have changed the world since you last saw it.
Taking a big risk with your chosen one.
You act as if I'm thrilled with the situation. If you're
We can't
concerned-
talk. Oh, there we go.
I wonder if you ever ran into any of my predecessors back in the day. We, tend to stand out. Let me guess. Blade gave you his welcome speech on the way in. You should have heard mine. Still have it somewhere on my phone, I think.
I too was recruited as a child into a calling of power and violence. So far, it has worked out well for me.
Nothing about any of this is easy, Blade.
Yeah? Tell that to Wanda. The table is all yours. Let's get to it. If I were you, I'd probably be looking for a hot shower after spending 300 years in a tomb.
True. Me too.
Things are likely to get pretty hectic around here, kiddo, just like the old days. Take some time to adjust while you can. You might see a few familiar faces around the Abbey, but mostly you'll find a lot of powerful strangers wondering just what they've gotten themselves into. Just be yourself, and you'll be fine.
All right, mirror table.
Prophecies be damned. It's good to see that face again. You look like it was yesterday.
And you look older.
Yeah, well, she is. I think she's several hundred years ago old, like maybe like 500. That's the impression
How
I
long
got.
was I in that crypt, Sarah?
No more than a few centuries. You were missed.
Centuries? And what of Lilith?
Fallen by your hand. Until now.
Yeah, so speaking of Lilith.
Tony?
What? The kid's literally speaking of Lilith. Tony. That's my name.
Tony, that's Carol and Dr. Spooky over there. Here to help.
Dr.
Help
Spooky
with
indeed.
what? Exactly?
Oh, I don't know.
We're using our
Throwing
made-up
magic
names.
Amulet into the volcano? Smiting the Dragon Mother? You tell us, kid. You are the chosen one, after all.
Do you recall anything of that last encounter, child?
Everyone's interested.
A voice. The rest is hazy.
Oh, a voice. That's it? A voice? That's what we have to go on?
Results of your long crypt sleep, most likely.
A minor inconvenience. Everything required to restore those memories is contained within my sanctum. I will simply alert Wanda to prepare the necessary rituals.
Will you now?
Straight to voicemail?
Some sorcerer supreme.
Must be mystical interference caused by this little pocket dimension of yours.
Perhaps Agatha can help.
No, Agatha died.
Alato.
I guess Hunter doesn't know yet that Agatha died.
The all-seeing eye of Ereshkigal who judges, bound to enchanted Babylonian soul glass.
We just call it the mirror table.
Wanda! The dark force pushing against the wards. Stephen, where are you?
That's impossible. Nothing on Earth could possibly affect those wards.
Wanda's in trouble.
Wanda is trouble.
I'll go.
You'll need my help, of course.
Then let us make haste, Dr. Spooky. Our hunt begins now.
So the prequel novel hinted or informed us of what is going on between Agatha, Caretaker, and Wanda. Although it didn't happen during the course of the novel, it was something that already happened already.
Some seriously powerful headliners.
So wait, now I need to click it? What's going
With
on?
everything going on right now,
Sanctum Symbiotum. The Sanctum Sanctorum contains many powerful artifacts which must be protected. Doctor Strange needs to return to the Sanctum, find Scarlet Witch, and stabilize the wards. And we're going to be using these three characters. So I think in the future you get to choose, but for now we're going to do... So I guess this is stopping. It's not automatically happening in case we don't actually... You know, if I need to stop playing for now. So, yeah, I guess we could choose from different locations. And currently we only have New York. And within New York we only have one mission, so... excuse me.
7 hours? 6 hours, 43 minutes, 8 seconds. And counting.
Wow. And you're already bouncing off each other.
So go ahead and start. And yeah, it's not really a spoiler because this gets revealed pretty soon, but basically Agatha was teaching Scarlet Witch magic. They were training in the Abbey. Agatha Harkness. So if you saw the WandaVision series or the upcoming House of Harkness series, you saw a version of Agatha, but the comic book version that this is based on is a different version, more of a friend than an enemy. And she's training Wanda, and there was an accident, and Agatha died in this magic accident that hasn't really been talked about yet. But Caretaker
And neither should we.
holds a grudge against Scarlet Witch. She doesn't trust her, she's too dangerous, etc. Because they were in love. Caretaker and Agatha.
You are a sorcerer supreme. Can you not predict her movements?
Normally, yes. But since your mother breached the sanctum, my sense of the future has grown volutinous in nature.
Is that another language, or...?
Fuzzy.
He says fuzzy. I looked it up and it means like velvety. Volutinous. Anyway.
Sorcerer Supreme, I cannot foresee how the future unfolds.
Loquacious indeed.
My apprentice in danger. We cannot tarry.
Can your apprentice withstand Lilith?
I understand the urgency. Your apprentice is in grave danger, yes?
Wanda is no mere apprentice. She is the
Oh, we got a little bit of friendship.
one of the strongest magical practitioners.
If you're not familiar with this game, part of it is the story. You're also making friends with the different characters around the Abbey. Since Agatha died in the accident.
I do not doubt Wanda's capability, but without my predictive acumen, I cannot bolster the wards should she need it. Still, the wards are woven into the sanctum's very essence. They should hold.
They should hold.
In any case, all will be revealed with time. I suggest we make use of it while it still functions.
So yeah, even though I have watched the playthrough, I haven't seen all the dialogue options, so
we should hurry.
We should hurry. So I guess I can run around. But I prefer to just follow my provided path here. Let's go approach the dais.
About time.
Not just about time, Mr. Brooks. Time, space, reality, the building blocks of magic. All must be constant for my portals to work properly. Yet as we now know, that is no longer the case.
We've heard.
Several times. Otherwise, I would still be hunting dread maidens in my sleep.
Indeed. And while I certainly appreciate the view of this vista, I fail to see how it will hasten our return to the sanctum.
Magic is the answer.
No, as I've just stated, magic is the problem.
Your magic is not ours.
But that's her name.
You are standing on exists within
but magic with a K, so you can tell it apart.
A mystical anchor point to Ileana's realm that allows her to, well,
her hand? Is she holding a sword? Her hand looks like she's holding a sword. There she goes. There's magic. Ileana Rasputina. This little sister of Colossus. She's got a bit of a different history than he does. After being a little kid, he grew up in the hell dimension of Limbo, where she defeated Mephisto and became its ruler.
Any more questions?
Enter the portal to Limbo. Alright, here we go. Guess I could have talked to Ileana first.
You are standing in Limbo.
A lot of people didn't care for the New Mutants movie, but I thought it was fine, and the actor who played Ileana did a really good job as well. You saw Queen's Gambit, the chess show on Netflix, the same actor.
Are you certain of that? Because I am sensing all kinds of
dark energy. That feeling you're being watched. General hellhole vibe?
Yes.
All these potentialities converging at once? Truly surprising feat, Miss Rasputin. For someone so young, of course.
Is that like an alternate version of the Hunter?
You think this is crazy? Wait
different timeline or something?
From here, magic can open gateways to just about anywhere on our planet, and beyond. We don't want to risk punching through the wards protecting your sanctum, Doctor, so we've chosen a safe exit a few blocks over instead.
Couldn't be worse than last time. Another thing I learned just a couple years ago is that Russian surnames are gendered. So Rasputin and Rasputina are the same last name, just depending on whether you are a man or a woman. And so they're both correct. Or Americanized versions, I think they generally drop the feminization of the women's last names. But yeah, Rasputin, Ileana Rasputin and Ileana Rasputina, the same thing.
Well, at least we know the wards of protection.
And same with Black Widow, Natasha Romanova.
For now,
I suggest we hurry.
We got interrupted. Didn't quite make it to the sanctum. Hydra is here.
Arm Alpha in position.
Arm Alpha. Dedicated. Not your average Hydra goon. Alright. We got some kind of boss situation.
Welcome to New York.
Defeat all enemies. Did we get a blade intro?
I hesitate to call this good news, but I'm seeing minimal Hydra resistance between you and the Sanctum.
Alright, so what are our hit
Looks can
points?
be deceiving, I'm afraid. There's no way these foot soldiers are behind the
40.
disruption of the wards of protection.
20. 20. And then couple minions. So, this is a first real scenario, I believe. We've got a truly random hand. We got to deal with what we got. So now it's time to start playing the game. So quick, on KO, refund a card play. So we can take out a minion and then still be able to play another card without consuming any of our 3 card plays. We have quick slash and then we have slash. So quick slash is quick. Slash has knockback, but it's not quick. Make him bleed. Draw a blade card. Then the next 2 blade damage cards apply to bleed. Okay, but that is a card play. It gives 2 heroism. We don't have any heroic cards, however. Chain 2 means you can select 2 targets or the same target multiple times. 5 damage and 5 damage. Another make them bleed. We probably don't need 2 of these, right? So I'm going to go ahead and redraw 1 now as we go through our planning stage. Heal, probably also not what I need, considering nobody's taking any damage. And then I skipped Agamotto's Gaze, redraw the last 2 attacks, and next turn you get 4 card plays. I'm going to redraw this heal as well, and hope for a heroic card to spend heroism on. But instead, we get Blessing of the Vishanti. Give hero cards in your hand plus 5 damage until played or discarded. So, that seems cool. Probably doesn't apply to cards that don't do damage. So Agamotto's Gaze and Make 'em Bleed won't be affected. So what are our 3 card plays? Blessing, and then a quick slash refunds a card play. And then we can slash and strike. Ooh, chain 2, so that's 10 twice? 10 twice. How many hit points? They have 20. So that means the strike could take out an elite. I wonder, is it better to focus down the main guy? I don't know how hard they hit. Like, do the elites hit for only a little bit? In which case you can leave them. Or do they hit just as hard or almost as hard? In which case you gotta clear out as many enemies as you can. We're also going to be generating heroism. Actually, a good amount. So if I play the Blessing, the Strike, the Slash, and the Quick Slash, I'm going to have 2, 3, 4, 5 heroism with no heroic cards to play. So then I can start throwing things, I believe. For 5 damage at a time? Is it always 5? You cannot perform this action, okay? Why? Okay. Alright, let's play this. I'm gonna do it. So the better you do, the better rating you get in the mission. I do want to do well, but I feel like I'm okay to just start playing a little bit sloppy and see what happens and learn as we go. Quick slash for 10 is nice, but 10, I should have thought that through. It's still not going to finish off a minion. I guess I can knock... Ooh, let's do... knock back this guy into a minion. I was going to leave him with 5 health.
You have earned. Lilith herself could not best me. What
I
makes
wonder
you
if
think
now
you're
can I do it?
better?
Oh, now I do have heroism, but no valid targets. Dang. It's too bad. What about this? Oh, I could move. What are my options? Not very good ones. Where will Blade end up if I... Yeah, let's just chain this guy.
You asked for it.
Boom. One shot him. Oh, I didn't play my quick slash. Ah, I needed to play the quick slash first. Oops. Okay. So that's not close enough. I can move. How do I move? I need to select Blade. He's already selected. And put him here. Huh. And then kick this thing? Or do I want to put him here and then kick it toward these two? Oh, that's nice. It knows what I want to do. Once a hero uses move, they can continue to reuse move to reposition themselves until any hero uses an ability. Okay. So if we didn't get it quite right, we could change our mind. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Wow, that was a lot of damage. 20 damage. Whew. Oh, he's coming back. Alright, so I got heroism, but nothing to do with it. Didn't play my quick slash. This guy's just out of range of throwing objects at him, unfortunately. Just like in between these two. If I were better at the game, I might have been able to figure out how to get him into the right spot, but I guess you just kind of have to pay attention to where things get thrown around and where people end up. I do prefer tabletop games in a lot of ways for that reason. Like there's a lot of, feels like there's like guesswork and it's like you have to just figure it out. Whereas in tabletop games, the rule books will tell you. You understand the system completely. There's no guessing. I mean, sometimes things are random. I like random, but when there is a system in place, I prefer to know what it is. So, ending my turn. Take some damage. Probably gonna get reinforcements.
You can't stop me like that.
Yeah, I don't like when I have to figure out the system. I just want to know what it is. I just want to be able to read it or look it up. Or that's why I liked when I moved Blade. It showed me, it predicted that I was going to want to kick that thing, and it told me exactly what I needed to know.
In your area seems to be growing. Let's assume that's not a good thing.
Enemy area attacks will go off at the end of the turn.
I feel the hand of my mother at work here.
Use move or an ability to move heroes to safety. Use knock enemies into the area attack to turn the tables. Alright, so what's the area attack? This guy's going to explode. Alright, so we don't want Blade to be in there. And we can see they both took some damage, and you can see their little chunk of additional damage they will take. Here's a minion. We can use a heroism just to take him out. Right now we have a hunter selected. You can tell from that white icon that is a hunter's icon. If I tab, we can see it's the Doctor Strange icon. Tab again, that's Blade's icon. If I play a card, it'll automatically be that hero, you know, doing it. We need to hit him a little bit more, because even this AoE is not going to finish him off. This guy's got 5 health. Axe does 15 damage. Apply to weak. Alright, so let's have... Are there any other enemies I'm not seeing, or is it everybody's in that little area? Alright, so I'm going to have Blade bash this guy. It's kind of weird. Alright, bash this guy with this thing. Hopefully he's a melee guy, so he's going to run out of the AoE. I think Doctor Strange... I'm going to have him axe. Oh, I need another heroism for that. So let's have the hunter slash. Why is it 2? We got reduced damage somehow? If I press I, it says info. It doesn't say why that damage is red. Did I get hit by a debuff or something? Oh, she does have a debuff. How can I see what it is? There's a little icon here, but I don't know what that means. Also, I'm just realizing my face might be covering up some of this stuff. Hopefully I've been not covering up too relevant. Oh, you can't see any of this? Okay. So here is my card plays, my heroism. Sorry about that. Hopefully this position is better for my head. Now you can see my card plays, my redraws, my moves, and my heroism. So this is a 7 damage quick slash. This is a 5 health elite. So let's quick slash. Oh, attacks with quick. Get refunded when you KO. So let's KO. Did she move out of the AoE or not? Looks like she didn't. Which is not what we wanted. Does this guy have any health? Like, can I kill him? I wanted to axe this guy, but I think axe is a melee attack. That's weird, it doesn't show you that either. Maybe I just need to use a range attack, but I don't have one. So let's show it off. Let's see where Doctor Strange ends up. Oh, it shows you where he will end up, which is right in that AoE. And then I'm only going to have one move to get somebody out of there. So, I was really hoping Hunter's attack there would get her out of the AoE, but she stayed in it because she didn't need to move very far. So maybe I should not, maybe I should get Hunter to damage him, but he's still going to have, he currently has 20 health. He's going to have about, how much is that? It looks like maybe like 7. So I need to hit. Let's change this out. I want another Hunter card, I think. Okay, so that is a Hunter card. Forceful knockback in any direction, but I don't want to knock him out of the AoE. Knockback also. I have another redraw. I have 3 card plays. My last attack was a quick strike from Hunter for 7 damage, although it's not going to have the damage bonus. Let's play this anyway.
Follow my
Okay. So now we can... Oh, because she's weakened, so it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. 2 card plays left. Is she weakened because she's in that zone? Alright, I'm gonna move her now. Oh, I can't move there. Alright, move her here. Is she still weakened? Yes. But now she's not in the zone, right? Yeah, she's not targeted for taking damage. And I guess I'm just going to hit for small amounts of damage. And I wonder... This is knockback. I wonder which direction... Alright, he'll still be in the area. But I can't hit him into that minion. I couldn't move onto the street there.
Impressive.
And he's still not going to be dead. Out of stuff. I wonder if I can throw something. I have so much heroism. Why is this glowing blue? Like I can't do anything with it. Alright, I'm just gonna pass the turn, see what happens.
We're losing ground.
So it looks like that guy's gonna explode. He's gonna damage that elite guy, but then he's still gonna hit. So now she got slowed. I wonder if that means she's not allowed to move or something. Or card plays.
I feel her struggle. Need to concentrate and I won't be doing that again.
Wanda is unreachable. Alright, and no reinforcements, so now we can just finish them off. Let's let Doctor Strange do his axe. We can see that in action. overkill.
Just don't screw up our timeline, all right?
Sassy Blade.
Misguided as they are, remember, Hydra is still human, Hunter. Not Lilith.
Nope.
You were saying?
The lifeblood of the mother pumps through our veins. The mother is eternal.
So in the book, the novel at least, a lot of people that the heroes were interacting with had been soulless, which means they were human bodies, but their souls had already been removed. They're effectively dead already, even though they don't look like it. And they're just servants of the demons. Now, they are different demons in the book than Lilith. So I don't know if we're dealing with soulless, but... Uh-oh. Looks like the wards are down. Sanctum is unreachable.
Exactly.
The Neighborhood Association is not going to like this.
Indeed.
I'll handle it.
I'll handle it, huh? Oh, her necklace again. Collar.
Not. We do not fear your magic, little wizard. We have answered the mother's call.
Fallen Venom.
We are venom to all who oppose her. And you are lunch.
We are Venom and you are lunch. He looks strong. I hope we don't have to fight him. Defeat Fallen Venom to complete the mission. Dang. Symbiotes' binds can be broken by attacking them with hero abilities. Powerful enemies like Fallen Venom do not forecast which hero they intend to attack and may attack multiple times in their turn. Watch out. Alright, so our health is not restored. Hunter is down halfway. He's got 133 hit points, which is more than other characters have had.
Your ugly tongue to the spider wizard.
And he's got some abilities.
With his spleen.
After being melee attacked, 50% chance to gain symbiote skin and bind the next melee attacker. Supervillains. Bind and stun, only restrained for one action. Attacks cannot be resisted, cannot be knocked into drops. Those are things that I don't think we've seen much of yet. Kind of want that axe back. We're going to have to do a lot of damage to Venom. We've got just 2 minions, so a simple knockback would take care of that. We have almost all blade cards. And this card has glowing with fire, which means it has been drawn as a critical hit. Every character has a critical hit chance, which is the chance that you will draw a card and it will be a critical hit for that card draw. And then also have a critical damage stat for the characters, which affects how much their damage goes up. So in this case, that looks like it only went up 1 damage. This quick strike is 5 damage. This is a critical, so it's 6. And it's quick, so... quick on KO, refund the card play. So we got a couple of those. So those are free card plays. They can take out the minions that way. We'll get 2 heroism for that. And cost us no card plays. Forceful knockback in any direction, but then randomly discard a card. Make them bleed. Draw a blade card. The next 2 blade cards apply to bleed. Well, I don't need bleed applied against the minions. I can also do redraws, strike. All right, so let's start by taking out those minions.
Don't blink.
Don't blink. That's a Doctor Who episode.
It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Got a heroism. Oh, All damage-dealing hero abilities have a chance to become critical when they are drawn. Critical abilities deal increased damage. The chance for an ability to be critical is determined by a hero's critical chance stat. The bonus damage dealt by a critical ability is determined by the hero's critical damage stat. So, that's what I just said. Alright, minions are gone. No card plays spent. 2 cards from hand spent, but 2 heroism gained. Then I'm going to make them bleed. Draw a blade card. And the next 2 blade cards deal 2 bleed. Let's see what we draw.
Exactly what I needed.
Another strike. Yeah, this is affected by +2 or 2 bleed, but they all are. It's just I assume that'll go away when they. Why does the card spin when I draw it? It's kind of annoying. I just want to see the card. I don't want to see it spin. Whip, forceful knockback, discard a random card. So we won't be able to whip twice unless we lose a strike, but I think I want to strike twice. So all I have is damage unless I want to redraw. I think I might, just to see what we get. Axe is nice and it's a lot of damage, and it applies weak. So I think I'm going to strike. Oh, I only have 2 card plays. Ooh, I wanted to strike. Because I played Make Them Bleed as a card play. Interesting. Alright, well the Make Them Bleed will apply next turn as well, I'm pretty sure. So let's strike and then axe. I mean, I can save the axe, but I think I want him to be weak because that'll reduce the amount of damage we take, right? It reduces offense by 50%. What was his supervillain ability? Bind and stun, restrain for only 1 action. So, oh, but this is a melee attack, isn't it? This is a melee attack, and that has a 50% chance of triggering symbiote skin, which can cause binding. So I think I'm actually going to axe first, because then Doctor Strange can't get bound. And we'll see whether Blade is going to get bound. So he did get symbiote skin, which means I think Blade will get bound. Melee attacks against Fallen Venom can trigger his Join Us passive and activate symbiote skin. When symbiote skin is active, Fallen Venom will bind the next hero that melee attacks him. Use ranged or area attacks to reset Fallen Venom. Oh. So we can turn off symbiote skin with ranged, but I'm going to strike while the striking is hot. Chain, hit him twice. Apply some bleed. Now he's going to get bound. And I wonder if I can break that binding. So who leveled up? Blade leveled up? A bound? Heroes bound and unable to act. Use the other hero abilities to damage the binding and free them. Binding is removed by any damage. So, is there an object? Oh, I could have done this. Let's have Doctor Strange do that. What does it do? Oh, I could have turned off the... Oh, I could have turned off the symbiote skin with that. Okay. Too bad. Now, Blade is out of range of anything that could break his binding, so I think we just have to leave him. I don't think that makes him take more damage or anything, so we'll just have to figure it out next turn. We hit Doctor Strange, who I believe was at full health, but he's now stunned. I don't know what that means. Did he turn on his symbiote skin? We got a couple more bad guys. Bleed is applied. When a unit is stunned, they will not act on their turn. If his stunned unit takes damage, they will be reawakened. So Doctor Strange can't do anything. Well, that's a bummer. Good thing we didn't draw any Doctor Strange cards.
Start with your juicy entrails. Then slowly savor your delicious brain.
Venom is setting up an AoE attack, so we want to be outside of that. And these are both minions.
Thankfully, no.
So let's just do... We drew a bunch of hunter cards, so let's just do a bunch of damage with a couple card plays, and then get out. Blade and Doctor Strange are already out. Do we want to do the damage or take out the minions, though? Or I wonder if I can... Well, I was going to say knock them back, but there's no point to knock them back because they're already... they're just minions. So if we knock them back, they'll probably just die anyway. Or we could spend a card to heal. Blade... Or Hunter's the only one halfway damage anyway. Knock back, quick. I guess I could knock back Venom so that he's in the area where he'll hit a minion. I do have a quick one. Two quick ones. I don't want to knock Venom. Alright, I think this is okay. Let's move Hunter here. Let's slash him into this. Okay, he leveled up. How invigorating. Then I'm gonna run over here. Take this guy out. Good quick.
Weak, even for
Card play refunded. Take out this guy.
You were too weak for this
Card
fight.
play refunded. Yeah, let's forceful knockback. Can I just whip the thing? I don't want to hurt Blade. Immune to knockback? Oh, it's only knockback. It's not a damage. So, just redraw this. Slash. Okay. 6 damage. So, immune to knockback. That's fine. I just want to hit it. Alright, so Blade is freed.
Abandons you.
And we still have one card play. I could strike, but that'll put Blade into the AoE. So let's just heal Hunter.
Hold the light's gift.
And we got to use a lot of our cards, even though we only use one of our characters. 6 heroism. We can carry that into next turn. And here we go. Doctor Strange's stun is removed.
Fragile you are.
So he does his little thing, showing off.
I should have
Ow.
reflected that.
Reinforcements incoming.
We haven't quite broken their spirit yet.
And more bleed damage.
We may not be ready for this thing yet. Might be smarter to pull back until we know what we're up against here.
Nah.
Surrender.
Alright, where are we at?
Fill our belly with your tasty fear.
I shall fill
39.
your belly with my blade, demon.
Axe does 30. And are these just 2 minions that appeared? Alright. Feel like we're okay. 3 card plays, 6 heroism. Axe takes 4 of it. Oh, he's got bleed though. Bleed 2. The next 2 turns he takes 10 damage at the end of their turn. So he'll get to activate again. If we only hit him for 30, he'll die at the end of his turn, but he'll get to act. 30 plus 7 is only 37. You really need 9 damage. Chain 2 means this actually hits for 12 though, right? So let's do Axe. Oh, I wonder if we finish Venom if the scenario ends. Oh, that is the trigger of the end of the scenario. So I don't know how the game works if I get more benefits for finishing off the minions first. So let's do that. I probably should have done the other minion because this one was near these objects. Okay. So maybe I move her here? Yeah.
You can't escape her wrath.
Move her to here. Kick this thing. What? There we go. Huh? What is happening? What is happening? I would like to slide this object, please.
I can still smell
What is happening?
your every move.
Okay. Weird. Alright, so the minions are gone. We still have enough. We still can just strike. So, let's do that. We have 2 card plays. So I might heal first. Blade is at 48. Doctor Strange is also at 48. So let's heal Doctor Strange. I don't know.
The light will carry you onward.
I don't know if we get rewarded for having higher health at the end. This better finish him off because I... There we go. Committed to it. There he goes.
No escape from me, demon.
Hold up. We don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Oh no. Friendly, neighborly, spiderly? What are those shoes? Very interesting that we beat him, but then he was still just like a lethal threat. I guess that's Venom's tagline is he the lethal predator?
Jeez, Eddie, what happened to you? That's sort of a horrifyingly terrible new look. The tongue was gross enough, but whoa! Someone is extra touchy today.
We will rip your face off and suck the marrow from your bones.
One way to do Thanksgiving dinner.
Nice to see you too, buddy. So, I'm thinking your friends here could use a little break. How about I take Eddie here for his afternoon walk? Don't worry, Doc. That's just his way of saying he cares!
Spider-Man distracted him for us, even though we beat him up. Victory! 3 stars. All right. Not bad. Mission rewards. Gamma coil. 150 gloss. Difficulty was normal. Oh, choose difficulty. Well, this is still locked, right? Yeah, it's still locked. Okay, so edit photo. So we can change this. This is like a procedurally generated comic book cover. If I wanted to, I could spend time changing it. I think I don't care. So keep that. Build Nico's combat therapy upgrade to heal hero injuries in a single day. Healed heroes will also gain a powerful combat bonus. Is that like a reward for being injured then? If you get that upgrade? So I will say upgrade and out of battle, like spending a bunch of time to get these combat upgrades. I don't love it. I find that it's a lot to micromanage. Not a big fan of micromanaging. I prefer to like have a basic, not necessarily a basic system, but like a system that is enough that I can comprehend it all at the same time, or like maybe just like slightly out of reach and have that be an interesting, compelling system to explore and interact with, not having like 1,000 different things to worry about and maintain and stuff like that. So we'll see how this goes, how much I love it. Again, I don't do a lot of video games, so I'm not used to micromanaging of things like that. All right. Bulk transparency. I am planning to edit out the loading times, so
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
I don't have the most up-to-date PC.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero.
This is the fire dragon all over again.
This is the fire dragon all over again.
I knew she would say
Fire
that.
Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
You've been through a lot. For now, it's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less.
She's dirty with venom goo. Green glowing venom goo.
More later. Get some rest.
Talk to Tony. +2 friendship with each of our 2 battle companions. Oh, if you scroll, it switches to this.
But I told you not to push too hard.
Oh, M for map. Alright. It wants me to click that. So this is where we're at, huh? Hunter's Folly. Arcane Chest Rare. And then a bunch of big area we can walk around in, which is one of the parts I am a bit concerned about. Just walking around exploring aimlessly is not something that's super appealing to
It
me.
would have been far worse had Spider-Man not arrived when he did.
No kidding. Caretaker would have been pissed if Venom had actually eaten a hunter.
Yes, one disaster averted. But we still need to figure out how to get Wanda and the Sanctum back. Not the outcome I envisioned for our first mission together, but you know what they say. Any mystical battle you can teleport away from.
You did okay out there, considering you were technically dead 72 hours ago.
True.
An impressive first outing, just as I had expected. You're going to do great things, Hunter.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
6 out of 10. Come on. Get where?
And where exactly am I going?
Oh, that's the real question, isn't it? Sky's the limit for you,
You got a
my
little
friend.
heart for that, huh? Iron Man like
Unless
that.
you'd be up for wearing a space helmet. You do breathe air, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. That sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
Come on in, it's cold outside. +1 Iron Man friendship.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
Quill? What quill? Joke. Sure.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood. For power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave.
Imagine Tony likes to be the funniest person in the room.
Definitely hiding under your bed, jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me walking to my room.
Open Tony's present.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're
Super
hearing
Link.
this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding.
A social network just for
Secure
superheroes.
information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual. Private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason. But it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
First we make Wanda leave, then we leave her to die. Some heroes. I assure you that is not the case. She was sent to you for protection. I see how that worked. Supreme Sorcerer. Both know it is more complicated than that. I took Wanda as my apprentice for a reason. Have faith she can handle herself. Strange did everything he could to get to Wanda. So did I and the Hunter. Take a breath, Liliana. We'll get her back soon enough. Wanda should be here with us. Of that, I'm in agreement. So, Wanda is stranded in the sanctum with Lilith or whatever's going on. Robbie Reyes is being a jokester. What else do we have? We have our comic cover. Convert to painting? No. Timeline. Messages. No messages. And then we got our other UI type of stuff. Can I zoom out here? Map. Cannot fast travel right now. Interesting. Our arcane level. It's a million things to manage. Caretaker's there. Iron Man's here. So it shows where everybody is. It's convenient if you want to talk to somebody in particular. Objectives. Nope. I don't seem to be able to zoom out to view the whole little Abbey area. Oh, heroes. Okay. So we just have the 4 so far. I wonder if I can change. So if I click on him, we can see his cards. Can't edit his deck because I don't have enough cards to edit his deck. I don't have any more cards. I have exactly the number of cards I need. Customization is not unlocked yet, it seems. So go back. Inventory. I have stuff. Attack Essence, Heroic Essence, Skill Essence, Credits, and Gloss. And didn't I get like some kind of something, Silex or something? I don't know. Or settings. Okay, so back. Explore your room. Inspect the journal page, closet, and painting. April 3rd, 1703, Hunter's Journal. Aunt Sarah wants me to practice my letters, and so here I am. But every time I dip this pen in ink, I just want more and more to go out beyond the yard into my secret spots. I left my dolls scattered about before the storm, and I'm afraid they're hurt. Do dolls hold grudges? Agatha says they don't, but I still feel sad for them. Complete item
journal.
Collections to gain
Maybe
rewards.
it's time I start writing in it again.
What is that little reagent? Interesting. So we got a dog bed, closet, and painting.
There never was enough room for
Abbey
my armor in this
outfits.
thing.
Gloss earned from missions can be spent to unlock new cosmetic options for the hunter and heroes, including outfits to wear around the Abbey. Select and purchase a new Abbey outfit for the hunter now. Alright, so we have 150 gloss and I have to spend it, huh? It's like a mission. What do we want to wear? They actually rare, or they just cost more? To me, rare means they don't show up often. Let's do this one. I need to spend extra money. This looks good. How do I have to press E. Okay, to hold E. This outfit has been added to your inventory. Alright, now we're wearing it. And look at this painting. Isn't it great? Agatha and Sarah with Hound. 1710, painted by Sally Owens, oil on canvas. We'll see that Hound later. Now we go to sleep. Can I leave my room? I just have to go to sleep now. Alright, let's go to sleep. Oh no. Not even getting under the blanket? I would not try to sleep in jeans. It's not really my preferred sleeping method.
They're everywhere! We must go back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Then we advance. No! Hold the line! I can stop her. Only I can stop her!
Charlie, there he is. Right off the bat.
Missed you too. Let her enjoy the moment. She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be.
What type of hero?
I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could. Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Oh, so let's pet Charlie.
More later. But for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
We got some Charlie hearts from the Hellhound. 11 gloss, 5 arcane knowledge. Interesting. 1 Charlie point. So what do we need? A super link is over here. I wonder, now we unlocked our little outfit. Can we do this now? Oh, so these are just Abbey outfits. Combat outfit. Oh, here we go. So I did pre-order the game, which means I have this Defender's skin. And I guess this just comes with the game? Midnight Sun Legendary, requirements unmet. I mean, I got this for pre-ordering it, but I actually just like this one more. Does it cost anything to just switch? Equip it? Alright. There are more color palette options, but those cost 300 gloss. What is this? That's just the default, I guess. Change outfits daily? Nah. Okay. Hero. Okay. Customization. Abbey outfit. That's what he wears in the Abbey. Wear combat outfit. Nah. Wait, he doesn't have a cape? Alright, let's go back. Back to combat. He does have a cape. It's just he wouldn't wear it in the Abbey. Okay. The bathing suit. That's what he was wearing. Okay. And could get him to wear this for $100. No. Alright. What about anybody else? How do I tab cycles of heroes? Okay. What does he wear? Default? I mean, I like the default. He looks like Iron Man. What is that currency? Oh, that's money. This is money. So 300, that's $3. So these are money skins. And then this one's the locked one. But I don't know. I like this one. He looks like Iron Man. And then we have Hunter. Can we change? Requires the armory room upgrade. Require face sigils. Upper face prop. Nope. 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 All right. Is that makeup? Eyeshadow? Maybe. Oh, wait, the pay for colors. Oh boy. Okay, how much is red? 5 alarm. 50. It's a little too red. Do I really want her to have lipstick? Maybe just like a darker skin tone would be good. It's a little bit light. I think I want this actually. No, I don't want to preview Titan Zeal. Alright, lipstick is on. Oh, lipstick opacity. Oh, interesting. There we go. Let's do that. Wow. And what else? Abbey outfit. Oh, it's the same thing. Well, we just got our lipstick, so let's do it. Same thing. Come on. Alright, and then the outfit is the one we picked out. Alright. Blade. Didn't do blade yet. So let's see. What options? So just locked options. I think this looks like blade. I mean, I'm generally happy if the character looks like they generally look, so. Let's not waste too much time here. Go to the forge, which seems to be that way.
Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
But maybe I'll go this way instead. Go anywhere I want. We'll stay on task.
Now?
Think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
Yeah, so this
think we're
forge
good.
is powered by a
Just
fire
in
demon
time.
that is bound there.
Forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Babs.
Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma
I wonder if this is a
serums,
Chekhov's
fashion
fire
accessories.
demon
Yes,
situation.
speaking of... Oh, right. It's ready. Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two were such skilled smithies.
Yep, I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should
Iron
just
Smithy and Dr.
try it on.
Spooky.
Still think I could have used a cloak.
Alright, so we got an outfit upgrade.
Stylish.
Common
and very
combat
indestructible.
suit.
And we even got the size right. Not bad for our first collaboration.
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and, well, after your violent encounter with Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Like I woke up on the wrong side of the grave.
Physically, I am fine. However, I do feel some
Grogginess, a tinge of nausea.
we got a
sense of
friendship for
memory
that.
loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event,
Now is he jesting
I, for
about zombie
one,
cream?
do not know if I will ever feel 100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge, Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
I was never good at math either.
I would rather stand down a horde of rampaging Lilin than face one of Agatha's mathematics puzzles. Sacred or not, geometry be damned.
I'd be lying if I said it wasn't my least favorite requirement in pre-med. Still, if only I had studied harder, I would have reached some deeper understanding that could have altered this outcome.
We will alter this outcome, Doctor.
On that, we most certainly agree, Hunter.
Dr. Strange puts godlike responsibilities on himself.
That was lost yesterday. It was my protege, Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my wisdom may benefit you more than it has me thus far.
I'd like to know more about Wanda.
How did Wanda come into your care?
Oh.
Wanda's story is quite tragic and perhaps not mine to tell. There was an accident on the Abbey grounds not long ago. involving Agatha.
That kind of power sounds like it could be dangerous.
We don't truly know the extent of Wanda's power, and in that respect, you two are very similar. Were she here now, I think you would have found her to be a kindred spirit.
Indeed. Yes, Scarlet Witch is one of my favorite Marvel characters. Especially outside the X-Men, but she has X-Men history as well. What exactly is Venom? Probably just a demon. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Just somebody else to kill. About the wards of protection, though.
Tell me about your sanctum's wards of protection. I have never heard of a protection spell that powerful.
In your time, I'm sure you encountered a variety of minor wards and protective spells. The Sanctum Sanctorum was shielded by one such incantation, but greatly amplified by the convergence of ley lines.
And no one has ever broken the spell? Ever?
There's always a first for everything, but I had honestly never imagined a scenario in which the wards could be broken. Perhaps it was arrogance on my part, but Lilith is among the more cunning enemies we've ever faced.
Alright.
Let us talk later.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with a true legend.
Indeed. There's a little recap, +2 friendship.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
What's your story?
You must have an interesting origin story of your own.
Well, just your typical American boy. Pops was a founding member of the military-industrial complex. Mom, a famous socialite. Tragedy struck when I lost them both in a car crash, which turned out to be a hit from a rival corporation. I spent my early teens at MIT, trying to clear my head. I was all set to follow in Dad's footsteps as a war profiteer. Then one day, fortune shined on me, in the form of some errant shrapnel that lodged itself just above my heart. So I did what anybody in that situation would do. I built a supersuit and started fighting crime.
That's a lot to deal with.
I guess we have all had difficult childhoods here.
Yeah, no kidding. I can't tell you how hard it was to memorize all that at Skrull Sleeper Camp. Just kidding. Or am I?
Would he make a joke about being a Skrull?
Is all this magic a threat to your new technology?
It might surprise some people to hear this, but I do like some things with rules. Isotope decay, magnetic fields, and gamma oscillation make a lot more sense to me than Eye of Newt, bat wings, and a sprinkle of sunshine. At least they did before everything changed.
I cannot help but feel partially responsible.
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. We were detecting changes in both magic and science months before you woke up. But yeah, things have definitely hit high gear since then.
Seen anything strange around here?
What, other than my roommate? Boom! Roasted! But on a more serious note, this place is legitimately haunted. Mirrors look back at you. My room rearranges itself. And worst of all, Magic cats.
Magic cats? Suppose it could be worse.
I'm sure there are worse places to be.
Oh, true. I could be rooming next to Carol. Her snoring is loud enough to wake the dead. Really, really tired people. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy we have a place free from Lilith's influence while it lasts.
All right.
Thanks for catching me up on things.
Should have asked about the black cat, but...
And speaking of things, remember that creepy gamma goop you found from that hopped-up Hydra soldier? Well, I gave it a peek, and it explains a lot. If you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there, and I'll walk you through it. I promise it'll be worth your time.
All right. I analyzed the gamma coil. Which way? Oh, right here. Could have just walked 3 feet. Gamma coil analysis.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They are using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it.
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Got more coil for me?
Tony Stark can use the coil material recovered in combat to create hero abilities. Only one of the abilities on offer can be selected, so choose wisely.
Third state of matter, indeed.
Alright, so this is we get new cards, kind of like opening a booster pack or a roguelike Slay the Spire situation. Analyze coil. It's 3 different heroes that it could potentially provide us cards for. And we get to pick one of them.
Take your pick, Hunter.
Quick Slash, Stake, and Whip. And those are all cards we have. But if you get more than one, we already have 2 of each, but we also have the exact number of cards we need for each of these characters' decks. But as you get excess cards beyond how many you need, you have more options of swapping around cards and or the ability to fuse cards and upgrade them. So, for example, if we grab another Quick Slash, we can fuse it with a Quick Slash we already have to create an upgraded Quick Slash. So I think F and then C, we can see it would be Knockback and Quick, which is
if
really
this thing
nice.
behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting.
And I think so. At this point, I'm thinking, which characters do I want to have? Because you do bring 3 characters per mission for the vast majority of missions, as far as I know. So the question is, which heroes am I going to be bringing? Am I going to be switching out all the time, or focusing on like a primary lineup and then maybe a secondary lineup, and then occasionally there are characters you have to bring on certain missions, but I think I want to focus on upgrading the characters that I'm going to be with most of the time, and I don't think that's going to be Blade, just because I'm not a huge Blade fan. His power is that he's a half vampire. I prefer more flashy powers. Hunter doesn't actually appeal to me that much as a hero. She has light or dark powers. Demon hunting, half demon doesn't inspire me. However, she's like the main character of the game. She's my avatar, so I'll probably be letting her carry me through the story in a lot of ways. So I'll probably be playing with Hunter a lot. And I really like Quick, so I think this is the one I want to get. And so I'll skip Blade. This Whip is also a Hunter card. I haven't played one yet. It seems fine. I don't like discarding a random card. I wonder what does the upgrade do? It just costs 0. still heroic, but it costs 0. And does more damage. And I think all these damage numbers scale with your hero level. So the 6 can change over time without necessarily being upgraded or not. This is also considered a dark ability, which is interesting. I wonder, was this... this is not dark nor light. So, but whip is dark. Anyway, I'm going to take the quick slash. You also do choose a dark or light path for your character, and I don't know exactly how that works. I don't like it either, especially since I've heard light is like the healing build, the healing defensive build, whereas dark is like the damaging build. I feel like that trope is super played out. I wish there was more variety among light and dark, or being able to play with light and dark. I generally prefer balance, but I think to be more powerful, you kind of have to choose a focus based on just what I've heard. So, not a fan of that, but I will play the game and see. And for now, I'm just going to take the quick slash. Seems like quick is a really useful ability. You've gained a copy of a currently equipped ability. If taken to the yard, duplicate abilities can be combined into new, more powerful versions. Alright, and I haven't been checking my super link. I think there was some more... What is this? Why is heroes glowing? I got new edit deck. Okay, so I can edit my deck. Heroes must have 8 abilities. To equip a new ability, you must first unequip. So you have to have 8 abilities, 1 attack, 1 skill, 1 heroic. Now that I have 3 quick slashes, I could switch out something. So, but I'm not going to, because I'm planning to combine to an upgraded quick slash. And then I'll still just have 8 cards. It's showing me that again. I do want to... No, I want to see the super link. Let's check and see what people are chatting about. Swooping in at the last second to just save the day, leading away that carnivorous sludge monster to keep New York City safe. Just going to say it. He's the astounding Spider-Man. He had too many words. Don't let those words of the red and blue pajamas fool you. Spider-Man is no joke. Looks like somebody made a friend. More like an enemy of an enemy. Starting to think we could use more of those. There's that. Old Avengers, tolerate your spooky, strange teammate attitude I was looking for. I know who's going for this month's Team Spirit Award. I have to go train. Blade getting called out for being nice. Spider-Man and his amazing friends unleash monster upon city. Blah, blah, blah. General Daily Bugle nonsense. Don't engage them in the comments. Alright. And Robbie Reyes says, so the grotto is nice, but it's not going to clean itself. Someone needs to get on that. So you're saying someone who's not Nico needs to get on that. I'm saying let's put on the chore schedule before Blade gets passive aggressive. Do not worry, I have been cleaning the grotto. Open a portal at the bottom, send water to Limbo. Open portal above grotto, water comes back from Limbo. Interesting. Eliana claims to have been cleaning it by magically dumping water. All right. What is this? Strange's Orb of Agamotto, one of few artifacts recovered from the Sanctum Sanctorum. A powerful energy emanates from the inside of the orb, seems to rotate indefinitely. All right. Got Strange's Cape. One of Strange's capes suspended in an ornate case. The cape floats in the air, rippling slightly. The air is still. Attack Essence. Oh, so I just found a stuff. I found a stuff floating around. There's another stuff. The Moon. Moon Knight hides his true identity behind his cloak and shadow. This card represents deception, but also creativity on the unconscious. So we got like a tarot card, but not a card that we can battle with. Curious. Cluttered table with books. Some are quite old. We're gonna investigate everything. Tony's armor. One of Tony's many armor. One of Tony's many Iron Man suits polished to a high gloss. Eyes seem to follow you. The Star. Another tarot card with Nova. I want to check that thing out. All right. So I guess if we explore, we can find more tarot cards, which probably gives us set bonuses, which gives us special effects in battle, which I mean, I kind of like exploring. I like the lore, but I don't like feeling like I have to. 5 gloss. So hopefully it's not balanced to be like too... I don't know. I guess you get to choose what difficulty you want to play on. It's just all about the experience. So probably won't force myself to do anything that I'm not enjoying. And I just hope that the battle scenarios are good easily enough that I can handle them. And just play it so that it's fun. We'll see. Just try not to feel forced to do anything, I guess. That's my goal. Alright, let's go see Blade. Or was he over here? Welcome to the yard.
At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions?
Yeah.
I did, but they are about you.
Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Fine.
Train first, then talk.
All right, then.
Upgrade and ability. Alright, so I was over here. I saw something glowing, so let's go back and get that. And then... I can't zoom out. I feel like it's too close to her. Whoops. That's really too close. Alright. Interact. Do I want to interact with Blade or the thing?
Before we trained, you had questions. Go on. Ask.
Oh, no.
Thanks, Blade.
Sure.
Okay. Misclick. I don't need a bunch of time spent on that. Vault training. Awards for next level. Upgrade abilities.
Time to take it to the next level.
Alright, so let's take a look at her cards now. I've got 3 quick slashes. So now I have the ability to upgrade it. It's going to cost 30 attack essence. I have 43, as you can see at the top. And additional rewards of the training XP.
But they're going to get it either way.
So let's upgrade it. Boom. Upgraded. So now I'm back down to having the exact number of cards I need, because I had to spend one of those to get the upgraded one. Talk to Carol.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol. Carol Danvers. You can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding. Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie. Going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
The venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so again.
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while.
I said that because that's the kind of thing Carol would say.
And the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've got to find a workaround. As in Hydra, they've got to know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much for talking, but then again, I'm told I can be rather persuasive when I need to be.
Well, if there is any time to put your powers of persuasion to work, now is the time.
Alright, so I missed the end of that conversation, unfortunately, because I was getting some text messages. And also now I have cheesecake. But it says meet Captain Marvel in the war room, so we can probably learn another
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings
bit
are too
of
distinct to
how the
ignore.
game
The
works.
gamma signature is...
Sorry, Bruce, we lost you. Did you say Gamma?
Yes,
Hang on a second. Come on, Tony. You managed to stream the Super Bowl to a Kree battleship 50 light years out. This should be easy.
Oh, we waited all year for that game, and you know the Skrulls would have spoiled it for us if they got the chance.
Well, can't you just... I don't know.
Work my magic again? See, that's the problem. This time I am working with actual magic, and let me tell you, it sucks.
Magic is not Tony's favorite ingredient.
The gamma signature is completely inverted. The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the Gamma signature from the Sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Oh, wait, you're being serious?
We should be able to track this new Gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
Another acronym.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw. See that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Some half-demon demon hunters think alike.
Multi-million-dollar piece of experimental technology, and she kicks it.
I guess vampires aren't necessarily demons in the Marvel Universe, but
excuse
Buffy
me.
lore they would be.
The two of us on the mean streets of New York? Evildoers beware.
Well, it's not my place to say, but if I were running an artifact smuggling ring, I think I could find a little better inspiration than some kind of Prohibition-era bootlegging operation.
I know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't important, and Lilith is about as dangerous as they
So now I need to select the mission. Oh, there's Ilyana.
Looks like your mother has made another mess for you to clean up. Blade ventured into the city last night, but not by my hand. He is a man of many secrets.
Well, then how did he get there?
If Caretaker's gonna let Blade go off on his own, maybe she can cut the rest of us a little more slack too.
Alright, let's do the mission. Still a lot of... I think we're still like in the story introduction phase of the game. There'll be free time to walk around later, I imagine. Story mission, Faustian Bargain.
It was just recently that the Hudson Yards Development Restoration Association purchased this entire block. I'll let you think about that one for a minute.
Heroes have identified an abandoned warehouse where Hydra may be operating. Blade and the Hunter join Captain Marvel to investigate. Alright, they're all level 2. I did play with Captain Marvel in that street. Or, I don't know. I just remember Photon blasting somebody. Alright. We get a common artifact and a common gamma coil. think the gamma coils get us more cards. The artifacts, I don't know. Could change the gift difficulty? No. Is there anything I can change here? Why am I... Oh, I guess this is where I select my characters, but it's locked in for this mission.
Let's see. Trench coat, sunglasses at night, brooding personality. Something tells me these midnight warehouse raids are pretty normal for you.
I started the mission, but now I still have to walk over to the portal. Seems a little weird, but wonder if it's because it's still intro story mode. There's another cutscene they want to play for me or something. Oh, what's this?
Right, sure. Only maybe next time say it less.
Endramore, our fighter, our heart. Jeremiah Kane, breaker of chains.
That doesn't mean we shouldn't be ready for anything.
Son of this land, Will Walker.
Monsters from hell.
Yelena Nikovich believed the best and made it so. They're following me around, huh? Oh, counting down. Return to the path. You better get back on path. Alright, I'm back. No exploring. Your mission is starting.
You should be more careful.
More careful than what? What are you talking about?
Looking forward to going a few rounds with these new and improved Hydra soldiers.
Enter the portal to Limbo.
Gamma signatures and unstable isotopes aren't really in my wheelhouse, so we'll be patching Dr. Banner through from Avengers Tower once you reach the other side.
Here we go. Gameplay tip. Complete missions in as few turns as possible while avoiding hero KOs to maximize your end of mission ratings and the commensurate gloss reward. So I wonder if those are the only two metrics that go into it. There's a faster loading screen than the last one, couple.
Probably can scratch a band end off the description of this place. You seeing this, Bruce? Getting all sorts of weird down there.
Johann Fenhoff. That. More accurate description.
Calls himself Faustus now.
Smartest fanatic in the room. It's a small room.
Hydra's resident mad scientist.
Not just Hydras. Liliths. That's magic coming from those crates. I can feel it.
Yeah? How about gamma radiation? You feeling that too? Because that's some pretty evil-looking Hydra tech down there.
Gamma and magic.
I need you to use your science brain on this one, Bruce.
We need to approach this situation carefully. Combining those energies is an explosive proposition at best. Think scalpel, not hammer. Stealth, not strength.
Yeah, I don't do stealth.
So she just asked Bruce for his advice and then she's like, nah, never mind. I'm open to suggestions unless you're going to suggest stealth. Looks like a fight. Defeat all enemies.
I always considered Faustus a bit of a crackpot, but his fundamental science must be sound. The device would have surely exploded otherwise after your display, Carol.
Learned it by watching you, Bruce.
Alright, so we got 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 minions. We got 1, 2, 3 elites. but they're actually 4 minions. So 1, 2, 3, 4 minions. And 3 elites. How many of them can I knock back and stuff? Do I have quicks? I got a quick. I got a chain. And we don't need this. Got a Fist of Radiance. 16 damage. Knockback. Draw Captain Marvel cards until you have 3 in your hand. We currently have 1. Right. I mean, that's fine. It does give 2 heroism, but it counts as one of our card plays. So I wonder how much damage does this do? So this does bleed. What is his bleed damage? It was doing 10 against Venom, right? And chain 2. So 16 damage to everybody we hit. But they have like 24 health. They do 16, then 26, so we have to let them hit us for 2 turns. Quick Strike can take out a minion. If we can get our minions next, or if there are objects near the enemies, we can turn the objects into... What is this? Detonate. So this can detonate, but it'll just take out 1 minion. If we knock back... is this a drop? So drops got mentioned. I wonder if we knock back somebody into the drop, if they take damage. Oh, and then what's going on here? Oh, no. I'm looking at this object in the background. I thought that was next to part of his health bar or something. Not enough heroism. 16 damage knockback. 3 card plays. Quick Strike. Forceful knockback. I haven't even read this yet. Push the target in a direction, dealing damage if they pass through or impact another unit or object, but you double the distance and impact damage. So that forceful means the range is doubled. So that's nice. And I wonder if, because it's a whip, if we can choose any direction. Oh, it does say in any direction. Okay. So reading cards is key. Still have to decide what to do. Do I want to redraw? Do I want the bleed or not? I feel like quick strike, then bleed, and then strike 2 different regular guys kills them, but over the course of not until the start of round 3. So we're leaving a bunch of people alive if we do that. Or we can skip the bleed and just chain 2, take out 2 more minions. And then maybe use the whip to throw... Ugh. Alright, I'm gonna drop the bleed now. Another 1 step ahead is the last thing we wanted. I don't have any more redraws? What did I redraw? I redrew the heal? Is that what I did? Well, that's really bad. We don't want any of this junk. I mean, one step ahead is fine. Makes me especially interested in using this card. But we can only get 2 heroism. Alright, let's just quick strike here. I don't know. Spent a lot of time thinking to still not really know what I'm doing.
It's weirdos like these that give people like us a bad reputation.
Am I really going to use Blade to just take out all 3 minions? Yeah. Or is this... It's probably not within range. No. Yeah, it's not close enough. Let's just do that, I guess. Kind of cool.
Nice move.
There's a detonate thing, so wonder... Does he have to get in range to do that? Is that gonna hurt him? Or is that gonna cost 1 of my heroism? I need 2 to use Fists of Radiance. So maybe not. And we don't have any hunter cards. Or we do have whip. Do I whip? Or do I nay-nay? Maybe... Oh, I have 2 card plays, but I'm not going to have enough... Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I mean, I guess I can whip and save the heroism for next turn. Does this detonate too? How much detonate does this do? Immune to bleed, corrupted, and lifesteal. I don't know if any of these does... Or it requires 10 damage to detonate. Is that what that means? Or it deals 10 damage when it detonates. So what I'm thinking is I want to whip this guy into... Oh, so close. Into this thing. They'll both not be dead. It's not exactly what you want to see. But I don't think... I mean, I could Fist of Radiance instead. Knock back him into that. And that'll probably take him out. Alright, so I'm going to move Captain Marvel to here. Because that should give me the right angle to punch him into this thing and blow them both up. So we at least took one of them out. And we still have 3 elites up. I have a card play and no heroism, so all I can do is play this. Draw 2 cards. But I was going to draw cards anyway, so... I don't have any redraws. Alright, see how much damage we take. Wow. Ow.
I'm gonna regret that.
Support units on the move.
Tactics modes allows you to quickly assess the entire battlefield by pressing left
I've
shift.
never been one to buy into the science of magic, but the data I'm seeing is hard to ignore. There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio.
You know you're talking to a vampire, an alien hybrid, and a resurrected demon hunter, right?
If I press and hold left shift, you get this view. I wish it were toggleable instead of having to hold it, because I do like this view. Alright, who are our new friends? New friends are 2 more minions. I wonder if maybe now I whip. I got my upgrade quick slash, quick and knockback. That's an interesting combination because if it's a minion, you want quick. Knockback is maybe irrelevant. Maybe not, because you can knock them. You can take them out and knock them into somebody else. So okay. So I guess I'm back on board, and I guess I could also knock an elite into a minion and take out that minion that way. So wait, we got 3 minions and 2 elites? Did I misunderstand a previous enemy? Maybe. All right, we need to do 14 damage to this guy. We don't want to let people survive. Can she stand there? Not really. If I could knock back this guy into that guy. I wonder... It's the closest I can get in order to fist this guy. No. I can knock him into the pit, but I'm not going to be able to hit him. So, I'll take him out though. Couldn't quite get the angle.
They cannot possibly match your
Oh,
strength.
Captain Marvel can now go binary. Playing 3 Captain Marvel cards will draw the Go Binary ability. In her binary state, Captain Marvel will deal significantly more damage She will lose her binary state once all of her block has been removed. What? Okay, so that counts as a card play. Oh, it's free, so it does not cost a card play. It's heroic, but doesn't cost any heroism. Okay. Well, that seems good. Knee strike, taunt, gain block equal to the damage dealt. Taunt, force an enemy to attack this unit. So you only taunt who you hit. Quick slash. So we probably want to do that. Let's knock back somebody into a minion. Well, that's not what we wanted. And I already used my move too, for no benefit, because I was hoping to be able to knock them back. Just failing on all the knockbacks. This does 6 damage, and I gotta get the quick effect. So I guess I'm just hitting a minion. Alright, well, it's quick, so whatever. We'll knock him down and through the roof again, so everybody knows we're coming. And alright, what's going on? My UI disappeared. We leveled up.
How invigorating.
Got a heroism back. We could whip. 2 card plays. Go ahead and go binary, I guess. I mean, I guess the only reason not to... I don't know how much... I get 32 block. That seems like a lot, so I'll take it. And then... So now her knee strike will do... Oh, 11. That's a lot more than before. 24. It's almost half. And then I could whip into something. So, yeah.
That's a neat trick. Never seen that before.
So everybody's getting hit, though. That's the thing. But I can whip to discard a random card. I'm okay with that. I get a redraw. And this is going to be my last card. And we can knock that into there. Oh, it's a double KO, so that's good. All we left is 1 minion. Does it happen to be near an object that we can bop him with? Not really. What is this? Oh. Oh. Just like a free attack by jumping off the top of it. Interesting. Just costs 1 heroism.
Go, now, quickly!
Let's go, go, go!
The perfect opportunity to field test Mother's device.
Uh-oh.
Watch out!
There you go. Get some energy absorption going on. Another way to go binary. Whoops. That's not what he wanted. Recover the artifact. Retrieve the mysterious artifact from the truck. Break the Hydra shield guard's protection to access it. And then recover it.
For the record, Bruce, I did not smash that thing.
Noted, Carol. Perhaps you might direct all that energy towards your newfound adversary instead. And the mysterious cargo they're attempting to escape with?
Any enemy that is protected cannot be any objective that is protected cannot be completed. Reduce the Hydra shield guard's block to 0 in order to break protection. So,
You really think that'll be enough?
it's kind of like killing him, but he doesn't die. He has 30 block and 60 health. But I don't have to kill everybody. I just have to do that 30 block, right? And then I can grab the artifact. That's what I'm understanding. But of course, we don't want to die to all the other enemies, of which there are several. What objects can we play with? There's this thing. It's a 15 damage attack. Is this a push thing or a jump off thing? I don't know. It's a detonate. Okay. A little guy. That's 10 damage. Interesting. Oh, and what is this? What's going on up here? What is this net? It looks like it's highlighted, but I guess that's just lit. It'd be fun if I could play with falling objects. Alright, well I definitely want to clean up some of the enemies. A lot of them are minions. But I need to do damage to this. I don't want to waste time on that either. So, Stake is 24 damage. It's pretty good. We're back out of binary form. Or no, we are. She is binary. So her damage should be pretty high. And I can play this to draw 3 Captain Marvel cards. But that takes one of my card plays. Recover Artifact is a card. But it costs 0. Slash knockback, but not quick. Alright, we have 2 stakes. This one is a crit, which is actually just perfectly poised to take that out. I wonder, do I want to play one step ahead? It takes one of my card plays, but I get 3 new Captain Marvel cards, and she's in binary form. But I have no heroism, but this gives 2 heroism. Do I have anything that is quick? I got Chain, which is 2 attacks for 1. Alright, I'm gonna play it. I don't know if I should. Oh, a level up.
I can punch through a moon now?
Yeah, I'm sure you can punch through a moon now. Those are big attacks. But they're also pricey attacks. Well, Knee Strike is good. 14, gain taunt, gain block. Which helps her stay in binary form. I need 1 more heroism and I can crack through. How much? Looks like the Hunter's getting attacked 3 times. Captain Marvel's getting attacked 3 times, but she has all the block. And Blade is being attacked once. So I want to take out whoever's hitting the Hunter. Gain block equal to the damage dealt. I wonder how that affects minions. But I'm gonna take out a minion. I'm gonna leave a lot of enemies in play. How much block does she have now? She gained the 14. Okay, that's good. 57 block. That seems good. Oh, Photon Beam. Ooh, Photon Beam for 35. Ooh. We can hit the guard next turn, right? Let's move her to here. I wonder if the enemies use these things against us. I hope not. Or could I go over to that side? And then Photon Beam. 3 bad guys. Multi KO. Alright, I think that's about all we can do. I'm gonna need to reset heroism next turn. Or build back up so that I can either stake or Photon Beam that guard. So I'm gonna redraw now. So I have more redraws available next turn. I know I don't need this much heroic stuff. Heal, I'll keep it around. It gives 2 heroism. And stake photon beam, whip, strike. Let's redraw this. Quick slash. It's a little probably better. Alright, no heroes and no cards. Nothing to do. Let's pass the turn. Hunter gets attacked once. Did I see that guy? Did I miss him? She's getting attacked a couple times. But she's still like at about 40. Still about 30 block left. But she was stunned? No. Stunned? Is that the same guard just going back in, or is that a new guard? A hero is dazed and unable to act. The other heroes must take a number of actions before the dazed effect wears off. The number of actions remaining are displayed on the dazed hero's health bar.
The blast confirms high levels of gamma and various unknown energies.
So a bunch of minions, dazed.
There is dark magic at work here. We must not let Hydra escape with it.
Alright, so I have to do... This will give me 1 heroism and then 3 heroism total, and that'll be 2 things. Oh, she's only dazed 1, so she'll be able to act after 1 card play. And then I can... she's still binary, so I can... Photon Blast. 35 damage will break his armor. So I just have to make sure he is in the lineup for the Photon Beam this time. I'm afraid I'm only going to be able to hit 1 other enemy, because there's no way to line up him with 2 others. So, alright, who's getting attacked? We got a couple attacks on Captain Marvel. A couple attacks, a lot of attacks on the Hunter. So we'll take out somebody who's hitting the Hunter with a quick slash. Go ahead. Okay, KO.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Days removed, card play refunded, and 1 heroism. Then, I think I do need 3 heroism, so do I heal now? What is this? I need the heroism, so I can't spend it. Let's heal here. Can she heal from that far away? Doodly-doo, I guess so.
That should help.
And then let's move Captain Marvel. Take out this guy because he wants to hit the Hunter. Oh, this is going to be... Oh, I have 2 card plays left. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. And now we can Photon Beam here. Take out the minion, take out the armor. Protection lost. He still has plenty of health. But I'm going to try to just recover the artifact to see if that is the end of the mission. Maybe I'll have Blade do it? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, confirm. Common artifact. Boop. Objective, finish them off. Supply crate has been recovered. Defeat the remaining enemies to complete the mission. Okay.
One less thing to worry about. Approximately 16,342 more to go. I suggest starting with the remaining Hydra forces in your vicinity.
Okay. And we still have... Alright. Well, we didn't win the mission. We still have to keep playing. We have no heroism, no card plays. I have redraws, but I think my cards are fine. Chain 2 against a bunch of minions, and a big old stake against a guy with 50 plus health. And a whip. We'll keep the whip. Hopefully we don't get destroyed. A little bit of damage here. It does seem like things are slowing down in terms of my computer. Oh. Oh, he's gonna do that thing. Okay.
To be crystal clear, we won't be able to recreate Faustus's experiment or track potential future variance gamma signatures without a baseline resonance sample from his initial occult catalyst.
Got it. Stop the truck.
Got it. Stop the truck. Alright, no more photon blasts. Slash is knockback, but not quick. Stake is 30 damage with lifesteal, but he doesn't really take any damage. Hunter is at high health, but she's about to take some damage if she stays here. Is he gonna kill himself? I need heroism. Are these all minions? They are all minions, which means I need to... I mean, quick strike is quick, and then strike is chain 2. So that's one card play. We'll take out 3 minions. Let's start there. I mean, I guess I could start thinking about what objects I want to blow up or whatever, but
about time.
There's a lot of stuff around, so hopefully it'll just work out in the end.
You kissed the mother with that mouth?
Okay, do that. Let's... Also, Whip can take out multiple minions. Strike a couple times. Okay. And knee strike takes out an enemy. 2 card plays. I need heroism, so I can't stake and whip. I have to knee strike or slash and then stake or whip. Or I could whip but not stake if I want to. I don't know if I'm going to be finishing him off. 55 damage. It seems like he's going to be blowing up. I don't know if he damages himself. It doesn't show that he is, actually. So that makes me think he isn't. So can I do 55 damage? No. Well, it depends on how I knock back. Like, I could whip him into this explosive. And I'm probably not going to be finishing him off, so I can just save the stake for next time.
I'm not worried.
Alright, now let's whip him over here. Oh, I wonder if I could have put his AoE onto that other minion.
Interesting.
Alright, well, I'm out of card plays. Do I redraw the slot? Oh, I discarded my stake. No, it's a crit. I don't know. Yeah, I'll keep it. I don't need to move. Oh, he's out of his thing now. He's going to be attacking Captain Marvel. That's fine.
These delays can be quite frustrating. Infuriating, even. I suppose by now I'd normally be tromping through the warehouse, hurling the puny truck at the moon.
Don't worry, Bruce. I've got a pair of torn purple pants with your name on them.
Alright, still no. Still no, still no, still no. More reinforcements. So let's just finish this off real quick. We got a stake. Need one more heroism. All we need is... Yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't know. And then we'll just stake him.
We've done it!
Looking good.
Alright, so it's a fun, interesting challenge, but I think when it unlocks
What is
the
this
next
thing?
difficulty level, I will take it.
Full of bad guy stuff.
I know those symbols.
I do
from
like
the time
winning.
of the first hunt.
So I don't mind easy mode when
Glyphid's
I
barrier,
means I get to win a
that
lot.
one almighty.
If I start losing,
Gods
I
and
start having less
demons.
fun. That's how I am.
Spooky bad guy crate.
Very
But I could do with a little
spooky.
bit more challenge.
Designed to contain powerful magic. Be careful.
Got it. Don't cross the streams.
Never do. How about we get this thing back to the Abbey and see for ourselves?
Never do. Victory! Only 2 stars though. So here I am wanting to talk about getting more difficulty. So I probably needed to finish it a turn faster. We got a gamma coil, an artifact, finished in 6 turns. Back. Had some more friendship from my teammates.
Nice job out there, kid. I mean, I didn't get Hydra bombed until my 10th run with the Avengers.
Kid, you do know that I'm a good 3 centuries older than you, right?
Yeah, but you've been sleeping.
Then you've got
slash
a
dead.
lot of catching up to do.
Okay, Abbey tournament tonight.
Sure about that? Last one got a little heated.
The eternal spirits of vengeance take technical fouls very seriously, especially in the 4th quarter.
Forget it. Tonight is movie night.
It is always movie night.
Exactly.
Wow, out of jail again? Who made this game? Wilson Fisk? Well, if parking is free, clearly no one from Manhattan.
I feel like they could have
know
found a
what
better
they
board
say.
game to play.
All work and no play is how we ended up with Ultron. Come on, you should hang out.
I should rest. Another time. Let me see. How did this work again?
Got a direct message from Nico. Hunter, you there? By the way, this is Nico. In case nobody gave you the rundown on how their spark works, Blade and Capt Marvel just filled us in. Freaky stuff, especially Faustus. And then they all just left me here alone. You should come hang out. Only one option, huh? Thank you, Nico, but I am tired. We know how to text?
Come on, Hunter. I know you're awake in there.
Check the door.
Just replied to me.
You just replied to me. I know you're there. Was she literally standing outside our room,
Good.
waiting for us to
You
answer?
answered. Getting hard to keep finding ways to say open door around here. And despite what Robbie says, I don't think the staff of one speaks High Elven. Blood magic stuff.
So she can do witchy stuff,
Cool room.
like normal magic, whatever
Spacious.
normal magic means.
Aw, is that bed for Charlie?
Yes.
So,
But Nico also has a magical
planning on
item
giving
called
me
the
some
Staff
sort
of One.
brooding Code of the Stoic Warrior speech, I'm immune. Just ask Blader Magic. From what I just saw out there, whatever crazy ancient living weapons stuff Caretaker put you through back in the day did a real number on you. We got a lot of work to do.
Work?
Yeah, talking to people, making friends, basic human stuff. Or quasi-human. You're a Midnight Sun now. One of us.
Nico, I was just Hydra bombed. I could use some rest.
You and me both. Been bad dreams every night for me lately. I, keep seeing Wanda. She... Never mind.
I will meet you outside.
I got guilt tripped into hanging
I'll
out.
go nuke us some popcorn and you pick out a movie. Oh, and it may just be the two of us. The others went outside, needed to cool off. Really need to hang a fan over that forge. Or maybe crack open the casket of Ancient Wonders a little?
The Staff of One can cast any spell. It can do whatever Nico wants it to do. Like if she says open, then it would open whatever she's indicating. But it'd only do any one spell once. However, the way the Staff of One interprets things is that if she uses a different word for open, it will work again. So like at different languages, it will respond to different languages. So she's been learning common things that she might want the Staff of One to do in a variety of different languages, so that when she needs it, it will be available for her. So I think, I forget if it was in the gameplay video I was watching or in the novel, but she was learning the Croatian ways of saying open or whatever, various generic spell commands. I'm just running around for no reason while I talk. But, they're looking for stuff, and I found some. And anyway, so that she made a joke about not being able to work in High Elven, but there's still plenty of languages that she could learn to make it do stuff. Talk or join a
Something
hangout?
tells me you don't have a favorite movie. Well, we can start you out with one of my favorites.
What is your favorite, Nico? Let's see, how can I turn around so they're both standing there together? There we go. Oh, but now I can't interact. Hangouts. Watching a movie. Boop. Now we can be friends.
I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Was your father there for you when you found out?
Nope, he's equally evil.
Dad was evil too. Long story, lots of drama. There was a cool dinosaur. I'll
Old
fill you
lace.
in later. Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
Lilith gave birth to me, but Caretaker was my true mother.
Right, so your adoptive mom raised you to kill your
Her
birth
adoptive mom
mom.
/ aunt.
You'll fit in perfectly. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor.
Choose a gift. A gift. I mean, I just found this in the Abbey. You can't just like find something and then give it to somebody. For all you know, it was hers anyway. She left it there. Certain gifts are better suited to some heroes than others. I mean, who else would want a tapered candle? Sure, let's give it to her.
I
8
won't forget
friendship gained. Loved the activity, liked the common gift. Team player, common Abbey outfit, and athletic, rare swimsuit.
So, what did you think of the movie?
8 friendship. Wow, this hangout stuff
I
is serious
understood
business.
more than I should.
Maybe I should hang out with my friends.
You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So,
Oh, you can see that old
know
lace
everything?
pin.
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the Staff of One? Or who were the Runaways?
Can I ask you about the Runaways?
I had some questions about your old team.
The Runaways? Sure thing.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Fair enough. Don't talk about Alex. You betrayed them all. Where are they today?
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility.
Right.
Gert...
Half scroll, half Kree.
She didn't make
Prince.
it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in L.A. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
How'd you become a team? I know all this stuff, but I feel like I don't know if I'm going to get friendship bonuses for asking.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out two very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but
Runaways.
eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
All right. I mean, honestly, I like to listen to all the voice lines,
Good timing.
even if I know it already.
Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm trying to find the balance between maybe like role playing. What would
I'm glad to see you're using your
my
free
character
time
say, or what would my version of the character say? And that way I get a balance between me wanting to listen to everything and you not having to sit there and listen to everything.
Looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
Doesn't seem all that different.
The world is still full of monsters and villains. My mother being the worst of them all.
You forgot heroes. The world is still full of heroes. Though sadly, we're missing one of our best.
Agatha?
Agatha? Where is Agatha?
I'm sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
How can that be?
Agatha's power. How could she be gone?
She put her trust in the wrong person.
The Scarlet Witch.
Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Doctor Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
So you simply gave up on her?
Was Wanda so different from me?
I think I am going to lean toward the light. You can see that was a
it
light
that
or
easy
dark
to send her
option.
away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't.
Indeed.
Good night, Hunter.
Balance. The hunter can follow the path of light or dark. Through the choices they make in the Abbey and the abilities they use in combat, powerful rewards can be unlocked as hunter moves down either path. Again, I really dislike that. I wish there was a balanced option. Like, I want to play both. I want to be a balance of light and dark, but I don't want to have to miss out on more powerful rewards. So I have to choose a direction, I suppose. Again, I don't know how the whole system works, but my impression is that that is the case. I also don't love that it probably will define what characters to play her with, because if she is going down a light path, plus left shift to sprint. Because if she's going down a light path and the light cards are more healing focused, like healing and protection, then I need characters who can do more damage to compensate. And that will restrict what characters then I can play with her based on what path I use for her, which is a bummer as well. And I think some of the characters I like tend to be more like control, defensive, teamwork type characters, which would mean they're a good match for her dark version, which would do more damage. But I don't want to do the dark version because, I don't know, she's a hero. So why would she be dark? I don't know. It's all weird. Whoa. There she is.
Agatha?
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Don't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
Always straight to the heart of things.
Don't have to sleep
That's
or eat.
my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this.
Yeah,
whole
she's
thing.
carrying a cat in that statue. The cat's been mentioned a few
1,000
times.
years of living, you learn to take things in stride, even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
Interesting question to ask. Oh, follow her. All right, let's go. Whoop. More portals. Portals everywhere.
This ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Blood gate? Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask.
That is something.
Alright. Trial of the Elder Gods, Ashtur. Open the way to locations barred. Recommended player level 1, current player level 3. Interesting. I don't know how I would have done it earlier than level 3. Here we are. Ashtur, huh?
What you were expecting, is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah? Caretaker was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should have known.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference. Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie!
Charlie?
Whoa.
The old gods are responsible for a great many
He bulks up, huh?
including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear.
Beat all enemies to complete the encounter.
As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
Alright, what do we got? On KO, draw a card. Apply 2 marked. Marked refunds a card play when KO'd. Slash. Just knockback. Heal. Bite. On KO, draw a card. Okay, so. Seems straightforward-ish. Or wait, how big is the Howl zone? We got 4 over here, or we can mark 5 of them over here. So we mark 5 enemies. Woo! Wishing we get to fight with Charlie. It'd be great. I hope we get to like bring him on real missions, and I don't know. Or is it only for trials? So now, every one of these minions we beat, we get to play another card, but we'll run out of cards pretty quickly with all these minions, so Bite lets us replace our card as well. So let's go ahead and start biting. We get a card play back because of the mark, and we get a draw because of the effect of Bite. Maul applies 1 vulnerable, which increases damage taken by 50%, but they're all minions, so that's not going to matter. Go ahead and bite again.
I'm impressed.
Get a whip, so we can pull enemies into each other. Can take out more than 1 enemy that way, or maybe even more than. I wonder. how many enemies I can take out. I think you can only draw one card per... you can only refund one card play per played card. So if we take out 3 enemies with 1 attack, for example, even though they're all marked, you don't get 3 card plays. So we only want to use... This is quick, so we can just do that as well.
You were too weak for this fight.
And now, so now slash is not quick. Whip, we can whip. I wonder if I whip this into... Oh, so it's a big length, but not once you hit, you stop. You can't do like a chain, apparently. But that's fine. Let's do this. Oh, I'm gonna have to discard a card at random. I didn't really plan for that. But that, again, gives me a card play. I had to discard one of those cards. I think that was the heal, so that's fine. I still have 2 card plays, 1 redraw, 4 heroism. So I can rock smash one of them. Knock back. Or let's smash this with a rock. Oh, she's telekinetic. Okay, so she uses a shadow whip. Interesting. Didn't use a card play. I can smash this one as well. Seven enemies KO'd in 1 turn. Slash is knockback, so let's maul. We have 2 card plays left. We'll maul here.
I saw a move like that
And then,
centuries ago.
do we need a move? No, we got it. That's it.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
So I gotta say, I don't know much about the blood. They've mentioned that the blood are descendants of the old gods. And that's interesting. I don't know. Does that mean they're inherently magical or powerful or something? What does it mean to be a descendant of an old god, but still look like you're a human? I mean, I guess Agatha... Or Agatha, was she blood? So you got the Agatha and Caretaker are both blood, and they're immortal, I guess. Maybe? Even though they did get old, so maybe they're not immortal. I mean, really old, like long-lived, but immortal would mean they can live forever. So I don't know. Boom. Oh, now we can go through there. Enter Ashtur's cavern. I shall. This is a creepy place. Oh? To jump off? How do I get back up? I'm stuck. That's it. It's the end of the game. Moon Seal, Elder Artifact. I just snatched it up, huh? Faded journal page. Wanda's journal, February 13th. Agatha was just as surprised that I was when it happened. Those shrines out on the grounds, the blood magic. You're not supposed to just walk right in there, but once again, well, here we are. She told me not to worry, but how can I not worry? Trying to gain the blessing of Ashtur without facing her trial? I didn't even know what I was looking for, really. Just some way I could help. Whatever. At least now I can get into Magic's room when she locks me out. 5 arcane knowledge and 1 of 8 Wanda's journal found. Place item. What? I don't want to place an item. I don't know what that does. I want to keep my items. I stole that fair and square. Alright, what's going on? Nothing over here. Keep pressing spacebar like I want to jump, but I can't jump. I'm stuck. Alright. Agatha! Or maybe I have to put that moon jar seal thing on there. Maybe I'm supposed to do that. Alright. So, seems like I'm pretty stuck. And I'm going to have to put that thing there. Just move it from one pedestal to the other pedestal. Who's up there? Is that Ashtur? Place. I don't know. Place. 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 There we go. This looks like it belongs here. Ashtur's gift allows magical locks and gates to be opened. Open will allow you to access new areas of the Abbey and its grounds, which are locked by magical means.
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtur for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Open the gate by using a word of power. Alright, so now there are some gates I can open. Words of power are magical incantations the hunter can use on the Abbey grounds. Use a word of power, hold spacebar. Boop. I'm holding it. If I let go... Okay. Well, I don't know.
Blessings of the goddess.
Leave the cave. Alright, so I'm holding spacebar. I'm moving my mouse around in a circle. And I let go, nothing happens. If I let go up here, she does that. Push. Alright.
The gods are fickle.
And here's a chest. 0 arcane keys are available. Any more little floaty motes? Video game spren floating around?
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful
That
as
is
the
a nice
first
scene.
time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia.
All the way from
Of course,
Transia.
it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme.
Very
Why don't you
loquacious.
come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and
The library.
let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
Back in our room. Forge. New gamma coil to analyze. Room upgrades. Oh boy. Whoops. Room customization. What's different? Bed. 1 of 8 owned. Oh boy. So I can just pay $100 to change the colors. No. Room upgrades. I see. Plush dog bed. I mean, he's already got a dog bed, right? Alright, let's give him a better dog bed, I guess. How do I lock it in? Oh, I have to press and hold. Mirror. Currently no mirror. Mirror. No mirror. Mirror. Velvet curtains. Ooh. Yeah, I don't care about this that much. So I also don't want to spend a bunch of money making a fancy room if I'm going to unlock fancier stuff later. Also, I wonder what... Oh, we got this athletic bathing suit or whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, does it matter? Oh, these cost money anyway, so. This, we've already gone here. Combat outfit. Oh, I have more options. No, I don't. They're all locked. Okay. Can I modify it, I wonder? I could do this. We did this already. Base appearance, but I don't have any more options, do I? Hair color, hair medium straight, 21. Yeah, I went through this already. Oh, now I have to pay to unlock the things that I had turned down initially. But I turned them down for a reason, so keep my hairstyle. All right, wasting time. What else? What else? Is it the next day? Gotta pet Charlie.
Good girl, Charlie. WHH Global News Report. Breaking: the Eastern European nation of Transia went offline today as all cellular and internet service experienced rolling and persistent blackouts. Transia-based WHIH correspondents could not be reached by satellite phone. The Transian mission to the United Nations declined to comment at this time. Tony Stark says it's not ominous. Robbie says, did Transia not pay their cable bill? Carol says, better than Latveria knocking on their door again, or one of Hank Pym's AI pals deciding it wants to give it another go at upgrading our species. Ultron reference. Tony Stark. I'll take Ultron over Doom any day. A lot more fun at parties and comes with free Wi-Fi. Don't you guys usually do something about stuff like this? Carol says we try to handle 1, maybe 2 apocalypses per week. Wonder, messages. Can I send a message? What if I want to initiate a message? Can't do that. Alright, guess we're done there. Any more? Oh.
Is this thing on?
Oh.
Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience.
Alright.
Again, that's Hunter to the forge.
Hi, Nico. How are you?
Strange out.
Strange out.
Tony Stark used to be the ultra-rich jerk I saw on TV. Now, he's the ultra-rich jerk who eats all the cashews in the bowl.
Interesting. It says I have 0 friendship. I think that's for this interaction in particular. Because I know I got like 8 with her from watching a movie, so. Maybe that's not the cumulative total, that's just the current increased amount.
You feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm looking for float emotes. I gotta stop looking for float emotes. Wasting my time. It's these video games, they get you, man. I found a float emote. Yeah, 4 skill essence. Skill essence. More skill essence. Hey.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate.
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
Yeah. Alright. You don't have to.
What am I gonna do? I'm not doing this. Gamma coil analysis. All right, maybe we do this.
Welcome to Tony's Scary Demon Cave. I'm Tony, and how may I assist you today?
No, let's do the
Okay,
thing
Hunter.
first.
If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever is in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our
You got
favor.
fancy science man and fancy magic
wonder
man.
what it could be.
Another light versus dark decision. I kind of hate it. I keep going off on this, but like, what if I just want to choose the middle option? Does that impede my ability to have a most powerful character I can make by not like really delving down one side or the other? But I guess that's what I'm going to lean toward.
Create something powerful. I want to stop Lilith quickly and decisively.
As I said, I'm sure it can help us. I just need to convince Tony to set his ego aside. His discomfort with the esoteric nature of the arcane might be a problem.
But Tony's eccentricities aside, I know you can make this work.
Right now, with the sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside.
Let's open
Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare.
Alright, so now, wait, I saw a thing over here. Boop.
Hail, Holy One. Or is it unholy? Yet to be determined.
Alright, I got my little motes.
I just hope you brought me something interesting.
Studying artifacts unlocks more powerful research projects at the Forge and generates significant resources for use in ability upgrades and crafting. Alright, I'd like to do this one, please. Press and hold.
I'm not expecting you to give me this one. By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the Sanctum for years. The Sanctum Sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the Sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within.
Let's do it. Let's use them.
One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure. I'll let you be the judge on this one.
23 attack essence, 28 heroic, 24 skill, and a knife. Seems like we've reduced it to its component parts. Research projects take 1 day to complete, but grant powerful rewards like room upgrades, combat items, and hero outfits. Okay. Supernatural fabrication. Weaving magic and science is fine in theory, but in practice, well, there isn't much practice. However, if we work together, Tony and I might be able to fabricate some pretty powerful items to help you in combat. Requires 1 day and 1 level. Require meant that you have had one mission with Doctor Strange, which obviously we have. And you get the item bench. Craft powerful single-use combat items. I hate single-use items. War games. I mean, I probably have to do this anyway, but... war games. Carol says we need to up our game to meet this new threat. As usual, she's right. But to do more in combat, we'll need to do more down here in the Forge. A self-learning AI workstation running endless combat simulations might help me make better use of this coil stuff. One day, one level. Complete a mission with Captain Marvel. And the Foundry.
I really could do just as well without you loitering back there.
Increase ability options and earn an additional ability when analyzing gamma coils. Alright, I want that one. Gives you more cards. Way of the Fang. As a master of 13 different martial arts and counting, Blade could teach the Midnight Suns a basic technique for knocking enemies back in combat. But even the greatest teachers need the right tools. Spend moves to knock back enemies in combat.
I'm glad you're amused.
Ah, spend moves. Okay, so you only get one move, but if you have a move, you can spend it to do a knockback. Well, that does seem good, but I'm going to get as many cards as fast as possible. So I'm going to do this one. Start research.
We'll get started right away.
I'm sure we'll get all three of those, but for now, that's where we're starting. And then, do I even want to research this gamma coil? Maybe I want to wait until that is open. So let's... Because now, if that is completed, War Games gets completed, I'll get 2 cards per coil, if I understand correctly.
Hey, Hunter. Got a sec to spare?
Yeah, sure, Robbie. Meet Robbie in the Forge. Oh, what's he doing here? This isn't your room?
You've been here more in the past few days than I have since...
Ever.
The Forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with the spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another just a few days...
3 centuries ago.
3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside.
You have heterochromia?
Incident with caretaker Sumerian sofa.
Interesting. I look forward to it.
It would be my honor to spar with a spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blade to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
That's an interesting question for her to ask, because I feel like, I mean, obviously we don't, well, there was like an old Avengers comic with like prehistoric Avenger characters. But otherwise, I feel like we've seen all the versions of Ghost Rider that we've seen.
Fascinating.
Have been recognizable, right? They've got like the skull and flaming head and chains, and I mean, there are variations, but they have a lot in common. So if she's worked with a Ghost Rider before, she should have an expectation of what to look for. But it seemed like she asked him, what does Sparky look like? So that she'll be able to find him, since she knows that he won't look like Robbie anymore. But it's like, well, I mean, you'll recognize his clothes, and you'll probably know what a Spirit of Vengeance Ghost Rider looks like in general, so why ask that question? And then the answer that I came to of why she might have asked that is... Oh, another card. Strength. Thor. For the player. So it'd be for the player.
It is one of the elemental rods.
Interesting. An elemental rod. She might have asked that question for the player. Like, if the player doesn't know who Ghost Rider is, now you kind of learned that Robbie is that fiery skull guy. You're like, oh, it's the same person. Now it makes sense. It's the only reason I could think of was why she might ask that. A little bit of a tutorial on the Ghost Rider. So I'm just wandering around, but let's go see Robbie. There's definitely, like, there's a lot to explore out here. We saw the map of how big it is, and I know you can find stuff. Like, there's some mushrooms. But not right now. Maybe one day. Because once I start, I'm just going to get, like, completely pulled in and just spend all my time searching around until I've done everything. So, maybe do something else first. Who is that? Just kidding, it's Robbie.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. The time for punishment is here. Bad guys better start running.
Caretaker's never exactly been bubbly, but the last couple of months, she's been in a real bad mood.
Better get over there, Hunter, before Flamehead burns the place down waiting on you.
Interesting. They have a lot of voice lines in here. Wait, did she just say, oh, hey, Hunter? You want to talk to me again?
At least I'm not the only one adjusting to this midnight sun thing.
Who's that lady with the bow statue? Vault training.
I still say we should have built a firing range first.
Daily sparring. Every day, the hunter can choose a new partner to spar with, resulting in increased friendship and unique rewards. So I guess today it is Robbie. He's our intro to sparring. Nico was our intro to hanging out. Choose a hero to instruct in the art of demon hunting. Heroes may only spar with the hunter once every 4 days, so you can have a roster of 4 different friends. So an A and a B team, if you always use the hunter in a 3-character team, you're going to have 2 other people. And then you can have a second lineup of 2 other people. So that's 4. So it makes sense that we'd cycle through 4. You can have 4 characters that you mainly bring with the hunter with you. Cost is 15 credits. I don't know if you have to pay Robbie to spar with us. We have 110 right now. So interesting that there's a money system that's used on sparring with people. But okay. Rewards training XP. Don't know what that does. Combat bonus for Ghost Rider. You could change hero if this were not part of the tutorial, I guess.
Maybe you should be the spirit of vengeance.
And then it just gets skipped. That's our training. That we did it. So we don't actually do the training. 2 out of 5 to next level. Oh, I'm covering that up, but we got some friendship and a combat bonus. I guess I'll move myself for a second. Combat bonus. Gain 1 strengthened at mission start for Ghost Rider.
Peace.
Hunter, report to the war room.
Okay, everybody just keeps telling me where to go. Well, I'm kind of glad. I like being told where to go. You got a mission.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city, but we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let us get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There is no passage to New York. Or anywhere, for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
So apparently Doctor Strange can't do it anymore. Maybe he can get in, but not out. Seems like his portal... The problem with his portal getting here was just that it made Tony trip for a second.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter.
Find Ileana. Well, Hunter balance changes. Yeah, +1 light. Alright, so do we have a waypoint for her, or we just actually have to find her? Oh, the super link tells us where she is. Got Iron Man and Doctor Strange, Blade. Does that mean he wants to talk to us, or just that he has something to say? Captain Marvel, Caretaker, and me. Ghost Rider, Nico. And alright, yeah, I don't see her. Can't scroll out anymore. Oh, I could press F to show the grounds. There we go. So is that a toggle? Very nice. But yeah, we'll have to look for her. Okay.
Nico, do you know where Magic is? We need her.
Let me guess. To open another portal? She's getting a little tired of being the only person here who can do that. Can't say I blame her.
This is serious, Nico. Where is she?
Not sure. But I know she's been looking for Wanda's grimoire, so maybe check in Wanda's room?
Thanks for your help.
Find Ileana in the barracks.
Yes, hello.
This was Wanda's room? Well, we got a mansion compared to that.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess.
Oh, there she is with her
You are to
brother in
ask
the
me to do
background.
the one thing the others value me for, opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
You miss Wanda, don't you?
It is never easy to lose a comrade. I know this too well.
We did not lose Wanda. We let her go. Before any of this started. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
What? I have to tell her to put it down? To be light?
No good ever comes from a book like that. Trust me.
Funny. You sound like Wanda.
Ooh, minus the friendship.
She was also afraid of her power. I can almost hear her scolding me for invading her privacy. But I've done far worse than to rummage through someone else's things. Far worse. And so have you. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
There's something I want to say. Yeah, so it's weird. From what I've seen, Ileana actually responds better in terms of friendship to the dark side of dialogue options. But that is in contrast with what I want to choose. So I don't know everything about how the light-dark system works, but if I want to max out light, I assume I got to keep choosing light options and get, therefore, more powerful light cards. I don't know if that's true, but I think it is. But I also might want to be friends with magic, so how can I do both? That's kind of an annoying feature.
We will
anyway.
find her. I can feel it.
Can't maximize both.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Doctor Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter.
Definitely does seem very
Goodbye.
inconvenient if they're all just trapped there. Magic is now available for combat. Yeah, so...
Hunter?
Whoop. Bye. What was I going to say? It doesn't make sense to be trapped. Trap yourself in this dimension. But I guess they're not normally trapped. Like, I think normally Doctor Strange could get in and out. And I imagine Caretaker would as well. She's a very powerful witch. But it's just the misalignment of the midnight sun approaching is throwing a bunch of magic in flux, and so it just ends up that magic is the only one, because that's kind of her thing, is portals. So I guess she can do it when the other characters have normally would be able to, but have kind of waned on their ability to do so throughout the
I take it
crisis.
you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
I think this is where we get our first option. Now we've got New York City. Nope. Still just one option. Stop Hydra helicopter. And required heroes 2, so that means I'm actually going to choose my third hero. A Hydra helicopter is loading critical supplies down by the docks. The heroes must make sure that it never gets airborne. Combat bonus. Ghost Rider earned a combat bonus from sparring with the Hunter. Add him to the squad to earn a powerful boost to the start of the next mission. Well, now we've got choices. So, like I said, I don't love Blade. Chain attack is nice. I'm not a big fan of the add bleed to the next 2 cards, mostly just because it takes a card play to do that. But I guess if you're playing with really chunky enemies with lots of health, that could be nice. Doctor Strange, I like thematically. Iron Man, I don't particularly care. I don't think we played him outside of that initial tutorial mission, but he's not one of my favorite characters anyway. Neither is Ghost Rider. Nico and Magic, I like both of them. I probably want to become friends with them as well. I'm thinking I might grab... Let's try out Magic. Let's try out Nico. Let's see what she can do. And I think that'll be for next time. So... Episode 1 went long enough. I do think I like the idea of playing for longer, having more extended videos as we play through. I've heard it's a pretty long game, so don't want to spend a bunch of time uploading short videos. In case you would like to follow with me and see how the whole game plays out, assuming we can get that far. So thanks for watching. Subscribe so we can get more subscribers. Stay tuned for more Marvel's Midnight Suns. Check out my other videos to see tabletop board games and card games, and bye.